say too. They're rabbit.
I know, because I just remembered right when I said, oh yeah, we have it all.
You guys write it.
Yeah. Slide it in.
Slide it down. Alright.
Hey everybody, Double RPG here, and welcome to my live stream here on Twitch, where I'm going to be playing through a PC game for you, and that PC game is The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel that came out on the PC, I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken, or it was the year before, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm not alone in this live stream, as I do got a couple of my buddies from the game the Geek Fighters who are joining us, and that would be 16-Bit Jeff.
Yo.
And Fighter Chaos, the leader of the Geek Fighters.
Hello. Now you almost made me think I should be called Leader.
Leader Chaos, yeah. And I would make the same reference of what I did when I introduced myself when we did Thousand Arms, where I would let the viewers know that you beat Sissy in Match or Melee.
Mm-hmm.
But that was for our own stream. But hey, Quake Man, welcome to the stream.
Welcome, Craig Man.
So yes, we're gonna be playing through Trails of Cold Steel. I don't know how far I'll get, maybe about an hour or two. But hey, if Fighter Chaos, if he needs to get off later, he can. But
Oh yeah, yeah. You never know. So this time, yeah.
Yeah.
This time is the uncertain time.
Yeah, the uncertain time. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started here.
Sounds good.
Get to see me play an anime game for once, which is a JRPG. A drip. A drip.
Dripica.
Dripica. And I take it you guys have never played any of the Legend of Heroes games?
No, I've heard of them, but never played them.
Legend of Galactic Heroes is one. Just Legend of Heroes.
Mm.
Yeah, Legend of Heroes, the games are very story-driven. So, story-heavy, and usually their games are anime-based. But, you know, not based on animes, but, you know, visual-wise, anime.
Yeah. Like anime fighters, I get what you're saying. They're under the category of anime games.
That
Yeah.
wink.
This game, Legend of Heroes, is actually derived from Dragon Slayer on the TurboGrafx 16.
Really?
Uh-huh. The Legend of Heroes series, that is. Yeah. This is like a spiritual successor to Dragon Slayer.
Oh, nice.
Or one of them, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Great opening song that they have playing here.
I have a Valkyria Chronicle 5.
Yeah, it's got kind of that vibe to it, a little bit.
Mm.
And funny how we were actually talking about Trails of Cold Steel 4 in that episode when we had the gameplay from Yakuza Kiwami playing, you know, Jerry?
Yep.
We did that at Coreycast Classic.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, when we were talking about it.
I just remembered something.
What?
You're gonna have a lot of fun scrubbing through that episode to find No It's Real, which...
Did you find it?
No! Well, now we're streaming. I'm not gonna... Unless I...
Oh, okay, but yeah, I'll watch it later. Or listen to it later, and then I'll try to find it, so...
If I find it, I'll
give
send
us give us your true thoughts of how trash you think we were back then. We need to know.
Well, you don't... I mean, it sounds like you guys were, like, not at your prime, but just, like, trying to find your footing.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Me and him, yeah. Bad Kyle though. What do you think? What do you think of what you heard from him?
And Shane, I'm doing fine. Just so you know.
Do I assume that was intentional?
Anyways, so the viewers don't know, but me and Jeff used to have the Geek Fighters with another Kyle, but we call him Bad Kyle because he went cuckoo.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about like what happened, but
we don't talk about it.
If you want to know what he looks like, then we'll link you to the LJN Defenders YouTube channel.
He looks a lot like him.
I know. Sure, I have to bring that up.
But anyways,
let's go ahead and get started with normal mode.
Nightmare mode.
Yeah, I don't have New Game Plus for this yet.
As part of the long-running Legend of Heroes.
Yeah, an overarching anthology series. So it's like each story has its own thing going on for it, and they really don't. Even though they're happening at the same time, but they don't connect to each other in a way. I mean, they may a little bit, but their stories don't like coincide with one another.
The first entry was Dragon Slayer: The Legend of Heroes, a part of Dragon Slayer. Kind of.
Yeah, and it came out.
So it's like it's part of a whole nother older series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not confusing.
No, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry.
The Legend of Heroes series, and then there's the
What's happening? Who's in control of those things? Get in touch with the Fourth Armored
this game
Division.
looks pretty dang good though visually.
I can tell you want to kill me. I don't blame you.
Oh no, it's real, folks. It is definitely real.
So if you guys don't know,
now you can kill Kyle along with me, Jerry. Look about that. You have something. You have time for yourself now.
All right, it'll be the Geek Fighter.
Yeah. And it actually makes sense. You find some geeks. Me and Kyle. Where are we? You don't want to know. But you don't want to know.
No, but for the viewers at home who don't know what we're talking about, like I said, we had a third guy. We're not going to talk about what happened to him, but we are going to talk about how he was really bad and drunk.
And stupid.
I can smell
and
smoke.
Yes.
Are they using gunpowder?
And what again, Jeff?
They've completely blindsided
Yes.
us.
Really stupid.
That everything else
Double RPG has heard him talk and knows why we call him Bad Kyle just from that.
Yeah.
Right.
And the reason why I bring that up because he said a line called "No, it's real," and we're trying to find that line in the old podcast we did when we were young. And I haven't found it yet, but I know it's in that episode.
We're talking about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're intent on taking the
We were covering Tokyo Game Show, and he was drunk off his gourd. And we were, for some reason, at the end of the episode, we were talking about our real life plans at the end, like people wanted to hear.
No reason.
We don't know if reinforcements.
We were like, "Hey, so what time are we gonna get picked up?" And stuff. We're like, "Why did we record this?"
I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know how much we can really do.
What the hell are you asking me?
Alternative,
Like
we have to try.
Those place names before you get
Yeah.
Had their way.
You know, I really don't understand why they did that for the character names. Like, if they called any one of the characters by their names, then their names should show up on the
the
screen.
spectacle boy.
Looks like any attempt to convince you
I'm not
otherwise
about to let those
fall on
terrorists
deaf
have their. I don't have the sound on, but I'm just giving a British accent.
You and the rest of Group A are with me.
Yeah.
Group B, you'll be under the command of
Female instructor.
One group will secure the gun.
But I'm trying.
I like how they're just talking nonchalantly. You see those bloody corpses.
This is an actual combat situation.
Yeah.
Like,
Real lives at
what
stake.
about? Is that a biohazard?
Yes.
Hey, this sounds like a typical episode of Ruby.
All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the
Rude
activation
boy.
of the railway
Rude boy.
guns. We've learned a lot at the academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test. Understood.
They got some well-known VAs in this game, and they're English ones too, by the way. Like, they got the guy who's going to be the voice of Detective Pikachu playing as one of the members of Class 7 in this game.
Oh, cool. Now, Kyle,
Yes?
was this only released for PC or was this a last gen?
Wasn't it on the Vita?
It came out on both the PS3 and the Vita.
Okay.
I think it was on the Vita because I remember the news you sent me that it still on the Vita. This looks pretty good though. It looks better than Vita can do.
This
well, it's probably because it's the PC version, but
yeah, I would say I would even go as far to say that this. I think it was. I don't want to be wrong here, but I think this was Nihon Falcom's first 3D JRPG that they worked on.
Oh, really?
Or at least in HD, anyways.
Right. But you know what's even funnier?
What?
This was released originally on PS3, and got a Vita port,
Leave it to me.
and it got a PC port. Where's the PlayStation 4 remaster?
right. You know what I'm also reminded of already by looking at this, even though it's a traditional RPG?
What?
Type 0.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, all
Design
minus the real-time combat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, except for this being more traditional.
My turn.
Yeah. Now, retrospectively, what do you guys think about Type 0?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't like mind-blowing, but I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's just the story was kind of whatever.
Now that's a million-dollar question. Which story was more trashed here? That or 15?
Well,
I would
15 was stronger.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, 15 was stronger. It was more simplified than Type 0 because Type 0 was based more along the Fabula Nova Crystallis mythology, which Final Fantasy 13 was based on.
It's
And
my
that's how we
turn.
get the line that everyone loves. What's a cemetery?
Wait, what? He's asking a question that's directed at us, but I feel I should answer because it's favorite. He said, Quakeman asked, do you guys think I should seriously 8? I'm still debating if that is a stream series I should do since I finished 7.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Quakeman, it's my favorite Final Fantasy, so
I can vouch. Like, it wasn't my favorite when I was a kid.
you'll like Triple Triad. I think you'll like it more than 7's minigame.
Yeah.
Even more than 9's minigame.
I know. And 9's my favorite.
And 9's good. Yeah, 9 overall like plays a little better.
And they got and they got some attacks on this game that kind of remind me of the Mystic Arts from the Tales series.
Yeah, I was saying animation-wise, remind me of the special attacks from the Tales series. It's funny you say that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was about to bring it up.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey,
I got
what's
a
up?
question.
Welcome to the
Are
chat,
these
Solid
2
Lion.
games coming out for PS4 or Switch? You got
Funny you say that.
Solid Lion? No, but for PS4, I know for a fact that this and Trails of Cold Steel 2 are coming out on PS4 through a remaster that's like this one, but at least in Japan for the time being.
Wait, okay, that's confusing. Us Americans, us dirty Yankees, get a PC port. Will we not might be getting a remaster of the PlayStation 4? Really?
Yeah, makes no sense.
It would be based on
That
it would be based on the PC version, but then again, I wonder if XC Games would have enough capital to actually do a PS4 port of both this and Trails of Cold Steel 2. That's the thing. Since they're a small grassroots company like Atlas.
And Sony best be doing their job and bring
So
them
what
home.
you're saying is Sega should buy them.
Yeah.
Are you certain, instructor?
That
And then it
or
turns to Microsoft.
kind of autonomous
that or
rather
Marvelous Interactive could be bought by Bandai
no real
Namco.
pain to deal with, too.
You know, I'm sorry guys,
You need to hurry.
I'm sorry,
Keep your wits about you.
but if that surprise announcement come April or May, whenever it may be, if that surprise announcement from Sega is Virtual Fighter 6 and we find out it's an exclusive to the Xbox, I am going to laugh my ass off. You know why? I think you know why, Jerry.
What?
Remember how the Sony faithful didn't bat your eye saying why is it exclusive to PlayStation?
Yeah.
You know they're gonna bitch about this being an exclusive to Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course they will.
I would see the comeuppance. It's like, hey, you were fine with a shit game coming to your console, so just get the PC version. But I like PC. Too bad. That's the only way you can play it for the time being. I just don't like this generation. I really don't.
Who doesn't? I mean, I mean, we didn't have a problem with being acceptable with the type of the games that we got on the different platforms back then, and now everybody's making a stink about it now.
It's even worse because, yeah, you can tell there was a difference between the PS3 and Xbox 360, like, not only graphically, but just specs-wise in general. Whereas this generation, I still find it deplorable that people were disgustingly saying, oh my god, there's a huge difference between the basic PS4 and the basic 3 Xbox One. It's like, really? You're sure about that? Because even looking back, could you guys really tell the difference between games on the PS4 and the Xbox One Basic? Because I sure as hell could.
PS4? No.
Like, there was not really a difference between those two consoles, right?
No.
So what's... I can't see the chat.
So I asked, maybe I'll get them on PS3 or PC.
I would say your best bet is probably PC at this point, because I don't know how rare it is on the PS3 they are at this point, since I don't think they're being distributed for the PS3 at this time.
And Quakeman actually, I don't know which one he agreed with me, but he said I agree with Jeff.
Ah.
I don't know which one, I don't know what he was talking about when he was agreeing, like, there's no difference between the consoles or my thoughts on Virtual Fighter 6. But how would you guys feel about Sega being bought by Microsoft?
It would be like one big family coming back.
Yeah.
People forget Microsoft and Sega have a pretty
Had
good...
the best partnership of all, yeah.
My turn.
Although I'm pretty sure that the Sonic fan base would be very, very pissed off.
Oh, they're always pissed off about everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go back to 2D. Wait, man, I'm seeing 35 to 60 average on most sites and eBay for a PS3 version. Yeah, just stick with PC, dude. So line, seriously, just stick with PC. And see, that's the funny thing. Like, I play on all three platforms. I like both console and PC. I'm not a PC elitist. I just like to play games on platforms. That's it. Like you guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, someone would call me a PC elitist just as much as a Xbox elitist. Oh, I'm sorry, the check just went through.
Here we go.
That's a nice dumbed down version of Marjo.
Yep.
That's good.
Well, I'm trying to keep it PG for Kyle over here.
Well, for Twitch, because Twitch is like... You never know when there's a Twitch stream.
Well, not only that, but it's just like I always thought that Kyle was more like a PG streamer.
Oh no, well, you know, also we got to stay with the guidelines now, because it's like...
How's the stream coming along? On
Good.
mine?
Good.
Oh, good? Okay, that's good.
Quick man, same way I play games for the sake of playing games. I mean, I have RE4 on PC, that's better. I'm playing it right now for Street level. So line, even though I own all consoles, I kind of against Microsoft buying the Sega, but that's because Sega now owns Atlas and Japanese RPGs sell that on Microsoft consoles. So line, that's true, but at the same time,
They do sell that.
They do sell that, but I don't see Microsoft keep them for themselves. I do see keeping some as
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like a 49% stake, or like buying 49% of their shares.
I respectfully get that, but it's just like...
So, make them second party?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like...
I mean, because you can make money licensing still, like, like, okay, we own Atlas, but Persona is now multi-plat instead of...
Yeah, and that'd be great, too, because... To sell online, I agree with him, but it's just like, it sucks that you go and play that one particular game on one platform. Just because it's PlayStation. I hate that.
Oh, hello, Vic. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Vic. Like, if you really want multi-plat, it should be available for every platform available, whether it's console, whether it's PC. Because when you keep it on one platform, we're losing sales.
They managed to get them prepped so fast.
Am I hosting?
Don't tell me they're just gonna let them rip without even.
No.
Wait, I should be. No, wait, hold on. I'm on the wrong channel.
Oh.
Let me check if my channel's hosting you.
Sure, right.
Certainly not shy.
I ought to be. I added him to my. I added you guys to my auto host.
We need to take these
Yep.
things out fast.
Good.
Right there with you.
Let's send these cretins to the scrap.
Quick man.
You messed with the wrong teacher.
I love to rebuy games, like, I love no matter what, but so many of my friends get confused by the fact I'm rebuying something, because why not? Also, Jeff, my goodness, I wish I was talking to you about that topic because I know how you feel.
Okay.
See, there's another person just like us that agrees with me.
What?
I'm not throwing shit at Saw Line because I do see where he's coming from. But at the same time, when you keep a game away from a platform, you're losing sales. Like, and also, I agree with him. Yeah, Japanese RPGs do that on Microsoft consoles, but I feel like it's a little bit both on Japan's side, not like the console to begin with, and Microsoft not trying as hard. You know what I mean? It's both parties to be blamed at. You know what I mean? But speaking of Japanese RPGs, I'm like, this is the first time I'm seeing this, and I'm actually liking this. I might get it on a good sale. If it's ever on a good sale, you know what I mean?
My turn.
Like this, like it looks like this type of RPG will be up my alley, you know what I mean? Because these are usually the type of RPGs I play, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a really good turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
I don't know, turn-based too much, but it looks cool.
I'm sorry. The only thing I got was looks cool.
That's all you needed to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Now.
Oh good. So I'm responding with that. I agree, specifically with games like Persona 5 and Sony Game Outdoor Yakuza, which is growing here on the West, and at least on the PC, Switch, nor Xbox is just done like that. They didn't want extra money. See, thank you, Online. That's what I was getting at. Like again, I'm glad you didn't think I was
Yakuza should at least be
hit at you, because I wasn't. And it's nice to hear someone on the other side saying, yeah, you're not wrong, these games should be multiplied, because I feel bad for people who don't have a PlayStation and can't play these games, yet the PlayStation elitists, the real idiots, say like, oh, look how many games we got and you can't play, you poor beggars.
The fact that there's people out there actually like it.
And that's the sad thing! That's the sad thing, isn't it, dude?
Yeah.
And that, you know what the sad thing is? That's what people think of us when they look at these dumbasses. Pardon my French, but it's true. When you look at crazies, it's always the majority. It's always the minority that people look to, and not the majority.
And that's sad.
It is. It's pathetic. And you want proof? I may be an Xbox guy, but I'm not a dummy like freaking Crap Gamer or Zaire like those.
Yeah. Or even Doc Tray.
Or like Dark Tray on you, or Cherry.
Blackbuster Critic.
No, I'm thinking of someone worse. I can't think of his name right now, but I'll definitely bring it up when I'm able to. But quick man. Tales of Vesperia, Star Ocean Last Hope, Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey, Resonant and Fate, and just a few extra RPGs that I need to work on. Quick man, I'm not gonna lie, that's the reason why I'm getting an Xbox One X. Yeah, I can play these games on PC, but as PC players know, and just gamers in general, Windows 10 sucks. And now don't get me wrong, I'm glad that Microsoft's giving people options to play either on Xbox or PC. They really need to work on the Windows 10 store. I mean, Kyle, you were just telling me about this, like, what, a couple months ago? You were trying to download a game on the Windows Store, and it just wasn't downloaded to begin with?
What game was that?
You were telling us that you were trying to download a game that wasn't even downloaded. I forget which one, but...
That was about a few years ago, and it was, I don't know what happened, but I had, like, something that I adjusted within the settings of Windows 10, and it wasn't allowing me to get access into the Windows 10 store whenever I tried to look up for an a Windows 10 game. And I had to make that switch of, within the settings, and now I actually have access to the Windows 10 store now.
Leave it to me.
I don't know what game you were thinking of that I was having trouble saying, this is really making me have a hard time trying to download it or whatever.
Yeah, but because there was like a game that you were having trouble with on Windows 10.
Leave it to me.
I remember you were telling both me and Kyle that you were trying to download.
You mean
something.
you and Jerry?
Me and Kyle? I said what?
Me and Jerry, yeah, I just realized that. Why you were just...
I kept calling you Kyle, didn't I? So.
Yes.
Arcus, activate.
Here we go.
Man, this looks crafts. I don't know what crafts is, but what?
Now.
I know.
I know, dude.
Well, don't forget Quake Man. What's Quake Man saying?
Okay.
Trying to get back to the chat. Sorry about that, guys. I'll be right back in a minute.
All right, take your time.
No, back to the chat. Back to the chat. He said, Quick Man, Season 40, ha, those people, ha, which is why I'm still on Windows 10, I can blame you. So, like, yeah, at this point in time, if you're not a first-party publisher like Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, there's no reason to make much games, especially know that all console architecture make ports much easier. That's my problem, thank you. It's too hard. PS4 and Xbox One use the same architecture and almost exactly the same. There was no excuse. Stop making excuses. If you don't want to bring it to the platform, just freaking say like the adults you want.
No bounds.
Yes, there are people that would still be pissed, but you know what? The more important thing is you'll gain respect by being true, by saying the truth. You know what I mean? Quick man. Well, don't forget these are all situations of contracts of things that have to stay on. For example, Demon Soul servers just shut down a few days ago. It's 9 years old because of Sony and.
I like how the outfit's so bad.
The Senior Master or PC released the game because of those reasons. The same situation with Bloodborne.
No.
Those are the contracts plus Bayonetta 2. Won't get on PC because of a contract with Nintendo or anything else. Cellline, yeah, those contracts are fun, though for games that don't have a contract, there are no reason not to support. Thank you. Just basically state my argument, Cellline. Thank you very much. And Quickman, yep. I think everyone can agree that we all agree.
So I'm looking at these outfits.
Agree to agree, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at these outfits, and I'm just like, man, does every Japanese game, like every school, have to have this? Like, I get, like, this is a Fantasyland. Fantasyland's gonna use exact Japanese skirts.
Yeah, apparently.
It's just an art style.
Yeah, it's just funny to me. Like Fantasyland, they could make up their own outfits, but
they can't be creative, is what I think Jerry is trying to say.
Make up one.
Yeah, they can't be creative, even though they are, even though they're from a military academy.
Or look at Western ones or something. I don't know.
Like take some influence from other genres. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, like it could. And Vic even said, and everyone dresses in red.
because they're a part of a class, a special class. There's a reason for why they are dressed in red.
Yeah. Kyle, I'm appalled. You said special.
And I stand by that. I played this a little bit, but there's a reason.
No, you don't get the joke. You said special.
There's a reason why they're dressed in red like that.
Oh, special.
You know, special.
Special. Okay, haha. Joke's on me. Joke's on everybody. That's the joke. Let's move on.
Okay.
Hot about it?
Sorry, I just got confused with what's going on since I'm just watching the opening screen here. Don't take it personally if I offended you or anything like that.
Okay. What?
No, you're confusing me. Right now, dude. Because you keep saying something about special, and I was trying to explain to you, but you didn't want to listen.
I was listening. I was just joking, dude.
Sorry. It's just, whenever that just keeps going, it's just a peeve of mine.
Dude, it's fine. Kyle, it's fine, okay?
Okay.
You know, if you want me to leave, I'll leave, dude. It sounds like I'm a fucking problem, dude.
No, it's alright. Jerry, you still there, or did you leave?
I'm here.
Sorry, it's just... I just got confused, is all.
Quickman said, okay, that makes sense. I saw the...
The Ministry of
I
Railways
saw
wishes
the
to
levels.
thank all
That's what you're
passengers
trying to
for
say?
their
I saw your
patronage.
levels and like...
The next stop is Trista. Trista.
5 months earlier, okay.
We will be
He's still
stopping
talking
at
about Final
Trista
Fantasy VIII, right?
for 1 minute. When disembarking, please
don't
ensure no belongings are
In
left
the Twitch
behind.
chat, Quickman.
Almost there.
Uh-huh. No, I love you.
Man,
Well, people on stream like, who's he saying love you to?
Full bloom here, huh? Back home, there was still so much.
Speaking of which, how's... And like, I know it's a little personal, but how's your dad doing now?
Doing fine.
Good.
People on stream are like, what?
No, I just said who it was.
No, I mean the people watching. They're like, who?
Oh, yeah.
Who's he talking to?
Then it said 5 months or yeah, that what you just saw was just for you know a very fast time skip before now we're in present events.
That's what Quickman was talking about. I thought he was still talking about games.
Yeah, because in the beginning portions we were playing, it actually takes place 5 months within the story, and now we're at the beginning portion of it now. So it's like playing a fast-forward time paradox skip or whatever. Just think of it like Chrono Cross, where you play that beginning portion when you're in the Dragon Fortress or whatever. Yeah, that's where I was getting at. Or that's where this game is getting at.
Wow.
Well, it's okay, Shane. I mean, if you never played Chrono Cross yet, then...
Trust me, when you have a chance to, dude, you're gonna have a blast.
Oh, yes.
Are those Lino flowers?
Oh, and they actually start finally
Never
introducing the
seen
character
somebody
names and
blossom
all
at
that.
once.
Wow.
I'll be
Yeah.
spending the next 2 years.
I'm sorry, continue, Kyle.
And I was about to say, and it took about 30 minutes before they actually showed what their names are.
Yeah. But, Kyle, going back to a little bit, like, we were talking about, like, stereotypes and, bad, very, very bad users that, stereotype the, platforms that we play on.
Mm-hmm.
I just finally realized the name of the, so-called, gamer that gives people like Jerry a bad image.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna know who it is, Jerry, I was trying to refer to?
Who would that be?
J-Tech TV.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Don't worry about it. I should have been paying more attention to where I
Oh,
was
you're
going
just
instead
port
of
begging to
walking
get
the
games like
flowers.
Persona 5 on console. Yeah, because it shouldn't be exclusive to
Really
PlayStation to
pretty
begin
town,
with.
though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just like a postcard.
And I think even Atlas said that they were
guess
looking
that's
into the
the magic of
possibility of bringing
springtime for you.
Persona 5 to PC.
I hope
They
everything
should.
in your case is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really don't get why that's nor Yakuza are exclusive.
Yakuza, I was just
You've
gonna
got the
say.
red uniform
They
too.
shouldn't be.
Yakuza fits so
Yeah.
well on PC.
But now that you mention it, almost everyone else on the train had a green jacket. You're one of the few I've seen in red.
And now they're actually talking about some of those students who have red jackets,
I didn't really think about it until now.
Okay.
I just put on the uniform.
which they don't even know yet.
I haven't given it much thought.
That's
until
where I
got
was
here
getting
either.
at before my sudden, outburst. Which
Okay.
Yeah, like you said,
Read what I
there have been
wrote.
a few others
I
here,
know.
too, so
you
doubt
said
it's a mistake.
no need to get hot about it. I know.
No, in our private chat.
Maybe
Yeah,
it
right.
means we'll end up being classmates. Anyway, I should get going. I've got a feeling we'll see each other again at the entrance ceremony, though.
But no, by all means, don't even leave, you guys.
No.
It was all a big
I
misunderstanding.
still want to see the game.
Yeah,
Oh well.
I wanted
sure
to
we'll
see
run
the
into
game
each other
too.
later.
Oh, trust me, Vic, we were just talking about that earlier.
She's right though. It is weird that there are.
Oh, yeah, we
many
were,
of us
but well,
in
not in this stream.
red. They're even
No,
in
that's
red.
what I meant.
But hey, we can laugh about it later.
Yeah, well, I'm laughing about something right now that Vic just brought up.
Well, I know about
Strange, too.
Iron Galaxy Studios saying that they're confident that they can port Monster Hunter World over to Switch, which I rather would have somebody else do it if they're confident that
that's for sure.
you know, who would actually be a more reputable source. But
You know what?
realistically, I'd rather just, you know, the Nintendo Switch to have a Monster Hunter game that's actually
guess there's no
exclusive
point
to
in
them,
racking my
like a
brain
brand
over
new
it.
one,
Yeah,
and not
someone
like
will
something
probably
like
Thank you,
Double
like what
Cross.
you did with the Wii, right?
Yeah,
Thor's
exactly.
military
Yeah.
academy is on the north side of town.
I was gonna say them being
I've still
confident
got some time
doesn't
to
mean
look around before the
anything.
end ceremony.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you'll actually
It's
get,
like, okay,
you
you're
know,
confident, but
crystal
that's
clear
doesn't mean.
results.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not confident. You want proof? Batman Arkham Knight for the PC, and the original vanilla release of MKX should say enough.
Mm-hmm. Or
I mean,
wait a minute.
I'm-
Wait. Oh, wait a minute. I was gonna say, wasn't it High Voltage Software who actually did the PC version of? Or wait a minute, they were actually trying to do the last gen ports of MKX before they got they got shit canned.
Yep. Sideline earlier said, although I prefer to play on console since I prefer a box that doesn't need to be upgraded or worrying about requirements, there is something that I really love in gaming on PC. The fact that if you get nostalgic and want to play a game you got 10 or 15 years ago, you can do it in your current hardware while on console. You have to pray that every single god that your PS2, Xbox, and 64 server still works. I agree, Saul, and you know, that's one thing I wish Microsoft would get more credit, because I understand where people don't like the Xbox One, but there's one thing they knocked it out of the park this generation, has been backwards compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
And in the fact that PlayStation, just like Microsoft, has one of the most expansive libraries from 3 past consoles, including the current iteration, doesn't have backwards compatibility is a joke. To me, at least. I don't know about you guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, it is a joke. I mean, they say that the closest thing they could do is like PlayStation Network. It's like, no!
Like,
not that.
I'm really fine with remasters of PS3 because, let's be blunt, we know why PlayStation 3 native games are coming to the fore, and it's because of the cell processor. But you cannot tell me that you cannot for no reason, successfully translate a PS1 or PS2 game natively to PS4 without any hitches.
Yeah, that's not possible.
You know why they want to do that? Because they want more money.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Of course.
Which I'm fine with, but I just wish they would just be honest and say, yeah, we just want more money.
Nope. Instead, they say, "Who would want to play these?"
Yeah, Jim Ryan, why did you get a why did you get an upgrade? Why? You didn't deserve one. You should be pleased. Why do I say this? Well, think about this, Sony guys. You have your own equivalent to Don Matrick.
And that's Jim
I love
Ryan.
that.
Seriously, that just really brought my piss to a boil when he said, why would anyone play this? It's because they were actually good. That's what defined PlayStation during their time.
Yeah, and that's my biggest problem with PlayStation. Like, granted, I am thinking of PlayStation 4 Pro sometime in the next couple months. But if there's one thing I have my biggest problem with, that's not only with Microsoft, but it's also with Sony too. They should be embracing their legacy IPs.
You know how much I've been saying I want either a remake, a sequel, or prequel to Legend of Dragoon for quite a long time.
Thank you very much.
Should.
I mean, they were this close to bringing some publicity to Legend of Dragoon with PlayStation
right?
All-Stars Battle Royale until it got shit canned.
That's right.
But nope, because Sony being Sony, I guess.
It's just like Microsoft being Microsoft and Nintendo being Nintendo.
Yep.
That means
They can never admit that. It's funny they like to boast about how, oh, we're consumer friendly now, but back then they can't boast. They let the boast and you can't admit they did something wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we got to admit that all companies, they both love and hate their fans. It's all about the almighty dollar to them.
And that's fine, but you know what would be the best, even as a fan of Xbox, and I can imagine you guys would agree to on your respective consoles, if there was transparency.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Like, I'm fine with them asking for money. That's not the wrong way. It's fine. But just to be more transparent with their consumers, that's what I'm just asking on my end, and I imagine you two are as well, you know what I mean?
Oh, of course. Definitely.
I'm lucky I still have a good working N64, but scared of what it will break. I don't blame you, Quake Man, and that's why Switch needs to get N64 backwards compatibility.
Speaking of N64, you guys know about the the whole like Brawlers N64 next gen
Founded by
Nintendo
the
64
legendary
controller
Emperor
that's
Dragos
being released?
himself.
Or
Yeah,
the
I
one
heard
that,
about that.
yeah, I actually supported that that Kickstarter, so I'm trying to expect one. Yeah, I'm expecting one in the mail, but I really don't know when it'll come. Because I've already heard that people are starting to get theirs, and I really hope that I get mine soon, because I actually want to try it out.
Now, with that, can you buy it eventually, or no?
I
Thank you for your
think you
patience.
can.
We've arrived.
Because then we kind of screwed up. It was just a
Much obliged.
Kickstarter only thing and not a.
Well, I remember when they did the True Force collectibles on Mega Man X, that it was only exclusive to Kickstarter backers for a short period of time before being made commercial to everybody.
That's what I'm asking. Okay.
So I'm
That won't
thinking
be
that's the
necessary.
case with
Prefer to avoid standing
the
up too
N64
much.
next gen controller.
Cool.
Vic brought up a good point.
Who brought up a good point?
Vic?
This
Vic.
isn't open for debate.
Well, before I get to them, I'm gonna bring up Starline.
Yeah, the almighty dollar doesn't mean jack if you treat your fans like
Take
garbage.
whatever rest
Very
you need,
true.
Then return to Berea.
I usually get nostalgic and replay some of my favorite games, and like you just said
I shall
before,
be
he said I would have people who did the Twilight Princess HD report get a good job, as they can probably do a pretty good job. But the Almighty Dollar doesn't mean jack if you treat your fans like garbage.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, like how Sony did last gen, and how in some ways Nintendo did as well too. I mean, does anyone remember the 2008-2009 instances over at E3?
You gotta refresh it to me, man.
Cammy, Dunaway.
Orbital
Oh,
limousine.
yeah.
Wine for its fancy
The
models, too.
gal who ran into a Goomba when they first demoed New Super Mario Bros. Wii on the Wii at Nintendo's press conference. And that's what people like to refer to whenever they do something stupid. That's kind of what she did. They refer to that as like a Cammy Dunaway type of experience.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say it, as much as I like Nintendo and I'm glad to see they're doing better,
Welcome to Thor's Military
making stupid
Academy.
decisions is Nintendo's legacy. I mean,
Mhm.
I saw you liked that video I sent you guys yesterday, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, and the guy did have some good points.
Let's
Did have
see.
good points.
Yes, you're the
I won't say
lucky
some, but I will say he did have good points.
That make you
Mm-hmm.
Green Schwarzer, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, every time a company
It's a
has
pleasure
to
to meet
market
you.
domination, that they became lazy
But
and anti-consumer,
how do you
and
know
then
me?
ignored third parties and used cartridges. When Sony released the PS3 for $5.99, $5.99 US dollars, $5.99 US dollars. When Microsoft wanted online only for the Xbox One, and now Sony without backwards compatibility, and being the only company that doesn't support
And-
proxy.
Is
And
that
I
your
would
weapon you
say
got wrapped
also
up?
the
I mean,
PlayStation,
hold on to
Sony
that
with
for
the
the time
PlayStation
being.
4 now, with how much they're pushing PlayStation VR.
Oh, right. It mentioned something about that in the guidebook.
Yeah, because that's a necessity, right, guys?
Necessity my ass.
Remember the PlayStation experience?
Nice.
What PlayStation experience?
You should be able to
The
return
VR
it to you before
experience.
long.
Oh, I thought you said PlayStation experience.
Please be excited.
I did. The joke was that it's also just the VR.
No, it's real.
I'm glad to have
That's
you.
all they talked about.
I hope these next 2 years will be a fruitful
It's
time
not
for you.
real. No, it's real.
I hope one of us finds that.
No, I'm sure we'll find it.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's this year's header for either E3 or
Definitely looked younger than
E3
you.
or fucking
What was
PlayStation
that
experience
about
with Sony
being
this
the
year, huh?
last? I'm not
No, it's real.
the very last student to check in, am I?
No, it's real indeed.
Or they can change
Sounds like
from
it's time for
Witness
the
Waits
ceremony
to
to start,
still waiting greatness, because we're still waiting for greatness.
Mhm.
Here's to the start of a great 2 years.
I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, the new God of War looks good, but the reason why I'm so meh to Sony exclusives this generation is just every game, first party-wise, excluding somewhat freaking Horizon, looks exactly the same to me. You know,
Well,
first
for
third-person
me-
shooter with stealth elements, you know what I mean?
Well, for me personally, it's more with how Sony has been trying to push their games to be realistic, like God of War or Uncharted and that kind of stuff. And it's like that ruins, you know, artistic creativity. Because
Yeah.
you have to have both those who like realistic games and those who like those that kind of have a cartoonish appeal, because that brings about diversity in your products.
Yeah. And speaking of diversity, where's the diverse genres?
Ended the War of the Lions and returned
It's not only
prosperity
Microsoft's
to
fault,
the
it's also Sony's.
Aristotelian Empire.
Yeah.
And in some ways, Nintendo too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Nintendo definitely. I mean, sure, they may be thriving with trying to be simple with their business practices, but, you know, you gotta go beyond that if you want to succeed.
And all that, but Nintendo should know better too, just like the other two. They have the longest legacy of IPs, going back to the NES. Why haven't we seen re-releases of those, or even remasters, like another take on those?
That or a brand new game, like the Great Murasame Castle. Like, I want to see a new game done, you know, by them, where they revisit that IP, where they had that samurai or whatever, and it was kind of like a Legend of Zelda clone in a sense.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Solidline stated, VR is a nice problem that every single VR company is early. They needed to wait for it cheaper, just like what happened with 3D. 3D TVs, when they were first released, should have been like the new 3DS screen, which was much more stable. I agree with Solidline, but here's the problem. I feel like at the moment it's just a luxury thing where it's more expendable on PC. You get what I'm saying? Because on PC, you not only can use it on gaming, but it's more specifically used for, like, say, like, you know, drawing for artistic reasons, for a lot of other more usable experiences than just gaming. You know what I mean? And I think it's just
no pressure, right?
You guys are trying to get what I'm saying in regards to the PlayStation, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I don't think it. I'm not saying it shouldn't exist. It should exist, but I don't think it should have been a luxury thing. I think it should have been something that they should have worked on for PlayStation 5. Because if you see, I don't know if you guys saw, I'm not the biggest fan of Vice or Polygon, but Vice recently did for Waypoints, did an article and saying that, you know, how VR is not really helping the console market, and they're not wrong. I think it was Austin Walker who did the recent article.
Looks that way. Though
he's not wrong. Like, why do we need VR for consoles?
Something wrong?
Or specifically gaming in general? I don't feel immersive when I'm playing a game in VR. I feel like it's just like, oh, it's just a useless extension, and I look like a freaking idiot. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, you know what I mean?
The class designated in your guidebook.
Like, seriously, who wants to play Skyrim in VR? It's a crap game to begin without VR.
Although Doom VR actually did have somewhat of a purpose.
Because it was a new thing. I mean, it wasn't just a rehash.
The class designated in our guidebook.
I kind of want to play Skyrim.
I don't remember seeing anything like that.
Even though you're like me and don't like Skyrim to begin with.
Mine either. I just
don't like it
they
as
tell
much
us
as
where to
Oblivion.
go after the ceremony.
Scrim.
All right, students,
Scrim
ready
for
for
that
forms?
game,
If I can have your
guys.
attention, please.
And I came up with Scream.
Yeah, it's a great game. Tell me how. You know, I'm actually worried about. I'm worried about Skyrim's sequel. Let's go 6. You know why?
Perfectly understandable.
Fallout 4.
Situation is a little more complicated
All right.
than other students. But before I explain, I'd like all of you to join me for a special orientation.
It's like, yeah, Skyrim's a good game for Elder Scrolls, and you know, I don't
Did you mean an
think
orientation
Bethesda would screw up their own
exercise?
IP. That was before Fallout 4 came
Worry
out.
not. Everything will be made clear soon.
Oh God, how
I
could
really find it hard to believe how we were all hyped about that game when it was first unveiled, and now we've
Now,
seen it for what it is,
right
and
this
it's
way,
complete
if you
crap.
So
Yeah.
what's the chat saying, Jeff?
Quake, Solline said agreed. QuakeBand said, oh God, these topics is what's discussed, a lot of stuff.
Looks
Vic
like
said,
we're
yeah, I'll
going
pass on
for
Skyrim.
the
Don't want it. I would
answers.
rather Portal series of Half-Life. QuakeMan or game. Vic, Skyrim, Shane.
What do you think this is all about?
If you want a better Elder Scrolls game, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. Or
my favorite
Morrowind.
one.
I have no idea, but we're
One's
not
great,
going to
too.
accomplish anything just standing around here. We should go with her.
And if you want a better Fallout game, then there's Fallout New Vegas.
Ah, yo! QuakeBand, you're my guy. Ha! Morrowind for life. You know, the black sheep of the family, right?
No, Morrowind's considered the best one.
Really? I've heard the opposite.
Yeah.
Where
so
did you hear that?
No, it's just I heard Morrowind was a lot of old fans' favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I thought
It
you were
is.
correct me. Okay, yeah, no. I actually like the Odd Man Out for some reason.
This place.
The black sheep is the
Why
one
is
I
there a
like.
building this dilapidated on
Oblivion.
campus?
Oblivious
Looks like
is
it
in
should
the
have been
black
torn
sheep?
down ages
Yep.
ago.
How?
I don't know, but that's what it is.
That's stupid!
It is stupid because Oblivion was actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that is really stupid.
What is she even
Or better
want
yet,
us to
I haven't
do
played it
here?
yet, but from what I've seen, you know what a better game... You know a game that's better than the recent
I
entries in
suppose
Skyrim?
we'll just have to go
I'm
inside
sorry.
and see for
Well, it's called
ourselves what
Script,
awaits
but
us.
really, Elder Scrolls. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
This place looks like some old haunted mansion or something.
Now that you mention it,
You know that
kinda
Kickstarter game
does.
that's running off of
Oh,
Riot?
I
okay.
think this is
Yeah,
everyone I've seen
that's
in
the
red
game that
uniform
recently
so
just
far.
came out, right?
Yeah, and it sold 1 million copies in the first 24 hours.
Oh, jeez. That's scary.
Scary, that's good.
Prince money.
But scary in a good way.
Yeah, for an indie developer, that's freaking
These are our new
amazing.
underclassmen, huh?
Yep. They've got a different set of hoops to jump through.
And not only that, but here's a cool thing. Unlike Scrim, it's an actual, realistic take on medieval.
I'm just happy all our
Medieval
work's paying
fantasy.
off. I'd
You
hate
know,
to
that
have put in
one,
a
there
year's
is one
worth of
game
effort
that I
for
saw
nothing.
Pro Jared did in his top 10 best games of 2017, his #1 pick that I actually want to try out. It's that new role-playing game, but more of a throwback to like the
Ain't that
older
the
ones
truth? Wait,
that
when
we
did
grew up
you
with
do
on
any work?
computers.
See,
You
I
were
don't
just
know what you're talking about because I
the
didn't
whole
watch
time.
this. So.
Oh, I can't even remember the name of it, but I remember it was Pro Jared's #1 game of 2017.
Says the
Oh, cool.
master slacker.
I'll try to check it out after when we're done.
All right.
Still,
Quick,
looks
I don't
like
care
Alyssa's got
if
some
people
stiff
hating on
competition.
Morrowind because of the dice
Quite a
mechanicism.
bevy
That's
of
why I love
beauties they've
Morrowind.
got there.
I love it as the best deal of
And
fiction.
I'm looking forward to
I
getting
never was
into
able to get into Bethesda RPGs and saw online. I can see why people like them, but I just can't
you
get
know
into
one of
RPGs.
them?
The story is not strong. I feel about
Wait, no.
You're not the only one, my
not
friend.
These ones too.
Because that's
Stop
one of the
flirting with
biggest.
every damn
That's one of the
girl you
biggest
lay eyes
reasons
on.
that people are pulled into RPGs. It's funny enough. It's
Do you
story.
have any idea how many guys at this school?
that's
And
why
a
I
game
have
like
my
this
own
is very
because of your libido?
story driven. Oh, Divinity
No!
Original Sin 2.
Did you just sneer at me? Oh, you did, didn't you?
The true RPG that should have
Come on
won
now,
game
no
best
fighting,
RPG
you two.
last year's Game Awards.
Yeah, that game. That. Thanks for bringing it up, Solid
Well,
Lion.
look, finally made it. Nice
Yeah,
work.
thanks. And
You got our
you too,
little
quick man.
chickadees all sorted out, I take it?
Solid Line, that one's
They're
great. It's
right
my
on
top
and
5
ready
of
to
last
go.
year.
So from here on out, we're gonna have to give it all we've got to support this sledging class.
My top,
Now you sound
my
the part of the student council president.
Guess she's going all in.
top game of last year
Pretty
was
rough time
Hellblade.
if we didn't help
Senua's
out a little.
Sacrifice.
At least to start with, anyway.
That's a good game.
Everything's
That's
ready
a-
over there, right?
Warframe?
Underrated.
Oh yeah,
You
very
betcha.
underrated.
Just like the
Warframe.
instructor asked.
You mean the game that Destiny should have been?
Can't help but feel a little sorry for them. though.
But well, Destiny is no more since Monster Hunter World is taking up everybody's time, and for the good, for the
They've got no
for
idea
better.
What they're being
For the
tossed
better,
into.
But you gotta admit that's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
The class they've been picked for didn't even exist before.
And even Quake Man agrees with me.
So all you can do is watch and see what they're made of, right?
Vic, Skyrim just needs to go away like forever. Oh,
Now-
don't worry. Todd out. Here, how to find another way to sell you a $60 game that shouldn't be $60.
Now
Don't
they were just briefly alluding to why, Class 7 is what they are. But if you want me to spoil it, I can just spoil it for you right here. Why they all are under the same class.
You do, you do.
Chat, the chat, ask the chat.
Yeah,
Chat,
ask
do you-
chat first.
Do you want me to
My
spoil
name's
why
Sarah
all these people
Valentine.
have red jackets when everybody else has green and the nobles they have the white?
I'm the instructor in charge of
Then, of
Class
course,
7,
Twitch
which
delayed,
means
so
you
we gotta
get
wait.
the pleasure of
Yep,
seeing me
well, dude,
all
Quake
here.
Man.
If you
Well-
want me to
Glad to
spoil,
finally meet
say
you.
yay. But if not, say nay.
That's good. While we're waiting,
Class
we'll just need two guys.
Thanks for that answer, Quake Man.
But D1 got a player buff since
Us?
I didn't play the game, but yes.
Okay. Yay.
I'm
Okay.
not sure I
One
understand.
yay.
One yay. Everybody
I
else?
wasn't told anything about this
Yay.
enrollment.
We got 2 years.
And Solid Lion?
Excuse me, Instructor Sarah? I was under the impression that there
Okay.
were only 5
Alright,
classes
so
at this academy.
I guess I'll just go ahead and spoil it. half of the class in Class 7, they are nobles, and the other half is commoners. And within the school, they had separate classes for both commoners and nobles. They were separate from each other, but for Class 7, it's both of them coming together.
Oh, so in the past it was segregation. Ah!
Yeah, exactly.
Right you are, Mr.
So, do we get to play as anime Martin Luther King?
Yes! So wait, who's anime Malcolm X?
2 for the nobility and 3 for commoners.
You know we need
who's anime Muhammad Ali?
And it's been that way for ages, right up through last year.
Ippo.
But this year, we decided
Oh
to
yeah,
shift things
Ippo.
a little.
Very good.
What do you...
Middle name?
We
No.
now have a 6th
Who would be
class,
anime JFK though?
fittingly titled
Question.
Class 7.
Do we
Wait,
really want to know?
you just jumped straight from 5 to 7?
One anime character who took a bullet to the chest.
Nobles and commoners in the same class?
Hell, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
This must be some kind of joke. And why is this the first I've heard
Fullmetal
of it?
Alchemist.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the only one
I was actually thinking of Gundam or Macross. Damn.
Oh yeah, true. Hey Vic, I know you said this earlier. Skyrim needs to go away. Oh, don't worry. You'll buy it again once it comes out for both PS5 and Xbox too.
Intermix nobles and commoners like this.
Because you know here now we're Final Ray, right, Jerry?
2 years shoulder to shoulder with those arrogant stuck.
That's true.
you do.
And you know what? People are gonna buy it again.
You made the decision, right? Besides, what's the big deal anyway? You're
You want proof?
Can you
Look at how it's sold on the Switch just because I'm having to use
Just get along. And how
that no one asked for.
What's your problem?
Oh, nothing much.
I mean, Jerry, remember what I was happening? Remember what I was gonna switch? Like, oh, no, don't be stupid.
I kept telling you, dude.
It's like, don't be stupid.
The scion of some noble house has left the comfort.
And I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I was smart.
Masses with his wisdom.
I keep making you, didn't I?
Do share your esteemed name with us so I can give you all.
And I almost made a turn.
And Vic, would you say you would not even buy GTA 5 because it already sold enough? Too?
Not that I'd expect the name of an...
That game sold over 90 million copies so far. That's ridiculous.
Who wants to buy that same game over again? I'll never know.
90 million people.
He's from one of the 4 great
is it
houses.
really deserved?
The son of Duke Alberea, Lord of the Kreutzen
I mean,
province in the south.
Jerry, you and I have been playing... I'm saying from our perspective, like we've been playing the series since what, GTA 3?
1. I've been playing since 1.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm getting at. But even as someone who's been playing since the early days, would you really say that GTA 5 really deserved those? That sales?
Okay, enough.
Not really. I mean,
I'm sure a couple of you have a few grievances, but now's not the time. I'll
it's
hear
just
your
more the
complaints.
same. I mean, you get to bike.
Right now,
you
you've got your orienteering exercise, and far be it from me to keep you from.
Why do I want to play golf?
Why would you want to race on a racetrack in that game?
No one
Even though
likes
you can drive
golf.
cars.
I should know. I'm Scottish and I hate golf.
You mentioned this orienteering exercise earlier? What exactly
Yet they have
does
strip
that
clubs you can
involve?
go to where you can shower money at the hookers.
Oh, great.
It's a form of outdoor competition.
That's what's confusing
isn't it?
of Twitch's
Something like
guideline.
a cross between a map reading exercise and a scavenger hunt?
Could also be considered a loophole.
Because you can't show cleavage, but you can play GTA 5 and go to a strip club.
Is that why they asked us to hand over our
Well, no
weapons?
offense, Quickman. Okay, Quickman said, Jeff, let people
Nothing
enjoy it
gets by
regardless.
you,
You have
does it?
stuff. Let people enjoy playing and buying a game. I'm not saying they shouldn't be enjoying it. I'm just saying my thoughts. That's all.
Yeah.
Like I'm not crapping on you that you were about Doom so many times. I'm just saying I don't get why the same game over and over on various platforms. That's just
let's get started, shall we?
I'm not throwing shade at them nor at you. So don't, like what happened earlier. Don't take it personal, dude.
Oh, crap.
Vic, I would play the games early on Steam first before I play GTA 5. Continuing just to see if I like it. It's online. If too many games are being released at once, I usually buy the smaller franchises first to support them and buy the more popular ones. You smart.
No cheating. You're going with them, and that's that.
Small line, you smart.
If you don't make a couple of new friends.
lame.
Quick man, I know you aren't at me, Jeff, but just make sure I understand the situation of how you said about Skyrim. I'm not upset. Don't worry. All good. I just wanted to be completely. I want to be transparent that I wasn't. I'm just saying my thoughts. That's all.
Floor gave out from under us.
I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap.
Wow, this really came out back in 2013.
Does this mean there's a
What,
series
GTA
of
5? Yeah.
The game you're playing.
Grounds then?
No, the game you're playing.
I think in Japan,
What does that
yes.
woman think she's playing
Huh.
at?
Yeah, in Japan for Vita. Yep.
I think it was like 2015 or 2014 or 2015 when we got this game on the PS3 and PS Vita in the
I thought
States.
my heart was gonna jump out of my chest. Hey, Reen, are you...
Wow, it was really. Why did it take that long for it to come out in 2015 here? Yet 2 years later on
Hands where she can
PC,
see them.
and a year later for PS4 this year. That's just crazy. Should be taking that long, right?
Oh, bow chicka bow wow, Rain. Look where his face is.
Hey, it's Justice League all over again.
His face is stuffed with a pile of chesticles.
See what Vic wrote?
Whoa.
Shit.
This is a bit awkward.
And that's why modern anime is a cancer. Not talking about you, Vic.
Even though he didn't intentionally mean to do that.
No, but I'm just bringing it up because let's be blunt, that's why.
Still, I'm just glad you're okay. That's what's really important here, right?
I'm not the odd man out, right?
Oh, owie.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, you're sure. Sure, you're sorry about that. Come on.
He got bitch slapped for it too.
He deserved it.
Wow, it's just not your day, is it?
Well,
You sorry, does he know he was lying?
Bottom, things can only improve.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just be honest, dude. Just like, yeah, them titties are good.
She had some big old bitties, didn't she?
Yep.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
What is this place anyway?
I was wondering the same thing. We should check out those tables.
I'm gonna try to get through the prologue
Okay.
today, and then I will get down on my end.
Cool.
Huh?
What's up, Jerry?
Chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Vic said
Oh,
ship.
Private chat. Sorry, when you say chat,
It's coming from the devices we received with the account.
Okay, dude, you have to get off. You have to get off.
Seems to be some sort of portable orb.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on today, Jerry.
Right you
No
are.
problem.
These handy little devices are a special kind of battle ornament.
Is that Miss
Yeah, because I
Valentine?
just realized it's 10 o'clock now.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean,
these
it's
devices
already
have built-in
past
communications
10 o'clock your
functionality
time.
No, I know. I just didn't realize it was that late just now.
Oh, wait. Don't tell me these things are...
New model battle ordnance made through a partnership between the Epstein Foundation.
I mean, if you want to get off too, you're fine with that. But if you want to stay on until the
Oh,
very
I'm
end.
fine. I just noticed the time. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Battle ordnance, in fact. They're called Arcus units.
Okay, so this entire chapter is based on the prologue, right?
Yes.
That means they'll allow us to
This
use arts,
underground
right?
training exercise. Yes.
Sure will.
Yeah.
Just
Always have to
like
call it
one
training
of those
montage.
ones, and you can use arts all the live long day. Which is why I prepared enough ports for each and every one of you.
This game's got some really good mechanics to it, especially for a turn-based JRPG. Which, if you ever played Trails of the Cold Sky, which you never played any of the Legends of Heroes games, for what you told me, that it does borrow a lot of mechanics from from those games, while having some new ones on their own for this.
Setting the quartz into
That's
your
good to hear, man.
I mean, it's always nice to have updates, but I'd say, shouldn't be better for when like
I
sequels
suppose
or
it
other
can't hurt
games
to try.
that are within the same continuity to have more substantial updates instead of having few, while having more of the same.
Yes, you would think.
This woman
Yeah. But that's what happens when companies try to go by the motif of trying to inherit all the expectations and baggage from the
Let's
longtime
see.
fans who
Mine
crave for
is
mostly more of the same
that
instead of, a lot more new.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see mine over there. Let me just go grab it, okay?
So, what do you think of the game so far?
It looks fun.
Very dialogue heavy.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm really surprised with. Nice.
Like I said, this is one of those heavily story-driven JRPGs.
Uh-huh.
What's this?
Kind of like how the Ys games are.
That's called
Yes.
a master quartz.
And funny enough, this is made by the same developer who made
If you set that
Ys.
into the large slot in the center,
Nihon
Yeah,
Falcom.
you'll be
Yep.
able to use
Yep.
arts. Go on, give it a try.
Excuse me.
Nice. And it's just telling us about the ornaments. Basically, you have this little pendant where you can stick a bunch of like quartz in there to give you boosts to your, not only to your stats, but like to some of your attacks as well, based on certain other properties. Yeah. So, you can actually tell that most of Nihon Falcom's games, even though they're fun, but they do have a steep learning curve to them.
Yeah, I can gather that. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Anyway, so I go in the ornament menu, so that way I can install the quartz that I have. Oh, wait a minute. Is it the master quartz that I... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, very custom heavy with that type of feature.
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus. Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as
You know, the reason why I actually like the games from Nihon Falcom is because a lot of the people who worked on the games in the past are still with the company for today. And they still maintain to their core philosophy with those games.
So we'll cover those another time.
I mean, it's kind of like how we really like Katsuhiro Harada for sticking with the Tekken series and how they've mostly been consistent with each other from one installment to the other.
Anyway, since you've got your Arcus all set up and ready to go, here's what I want you to do.
You know, I've really lost. You know, it's sad. I used to like Giant Bomb.
Johnny Young Bosch?
No, Giant Bomb.
Oh, Giant Bomb. Oh, Jeff Gershman's website.
Yeah. You know, you know the reason why I don't like them anymore?
Why?
It sounds like Jeff Gershman has gone full on reset
I'd
era.
almost guarantee you'll get lost
Really?
at least once.
Because they're not doing any coverage of the game I brought up earlier, Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Uh-huh.
And this is the exact quote stated from Jeff Gershman. It didn't come up during the call-in show yesterday. Saw a few people talking about it off-site and thought it might come in chat. Anyway, a couple of us looked at it around the time it came out and find it interesting enough to presume. The head guy's shitty views certainly didn't help, but I doubt we have covered either way.
If you make it back safely, I might.
Yeah, any game that sold 1 million copies.
On the cheek, of course.
Interest.
Yeah. That's like a huge WTF on his part, or the website's part. Oh, and hey, Solomine, I didn't know that I convinced you to buy Lunar when I did that review of Silver Star Harmony all those years back.
Wow.
You're welcome.
It's good to hear.
Hope you liked it.
Speaking of which, Saw Line said, thanks, dude. Man, the reason I started buying smaller franchises first to support them.
And just where do you think you're
I used to hype guy, me, and later on discovered that franchises
on your own without saying anything?
died because they were made by smaller studios, and still just enough to be profitable, straight up died because
I have no interest in becoming friends with
Quick Man, I want to
anyone
play
here.
it,
And
I'm
I'm
like a
surprised
materia.
that you, of all people, give a damn what I do.
Well, that's
Unless you've
Saw
suddenly
Line.
decided
The
you
real
don't
problem
want to
is
keep company with
that
one of
we
those
made ourselves
stuck-up
during the
universes
90s.
after all.
Like, I'm not trying to crap on anyone or
Still, if
myself
you're
or
afraid of
you in this
monsters,
call.
I suppose I could accompany
In
you.
order for this industry to
After
grow,
all,
we need
what
to
kind of
take some
Terrabonian
self-reflection
noble
and
would I be
blame
if I didn't have
us,
at least
because
some
we were the
degree of
ones that
prowess
made
with the
these
sword?
companies popular to begin with,
And noblesse
that,
oblige dictates that
you
it's
know,
my sacred
ignorance to
duty
begin
protect
with.
powerless commoners such as yourself.
Yeah.
And you want proof? Just look at the market and just go every. manufactured console that's released or debuted at E3 and all the hype, more specifically the undeserved hype that's shown that it's just inflated, you know what I mean?
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class still dragging me down.
Songline said, I loved it. I owe you some of the 50 hours of life.
Oh, nice.
Quakeman said, I want to play the original Lunar games. You should.
The Sega CD ones or the PlayStation remakes?
I think you just think. I think you're just talking about the games in general.
I know that.
But just stay away from. There's two I would say stay away from.
We should begin exploring these ruins.
There was a third Lunar game. No, I'm thinking of Grandia. But no, I'm not wrong. Stay away from Lunar DS. That is.
Yeah, Dragon Song. Is utter god tier shit.
That is complete
Would
gutter
the two
trash.
of you have any objections to accompanying me?
I really don't know what Game Arts was thinking when they made that.
No, that's
I can't believe what Giant Bomb was thinking. It has been thinking, but hey, that's what happens when you lose someone like Jim Ryan. Not Jim Ryan. Ryan Davis. That's why I got confused.
To join us as...
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry, but
well,
Giant Bomb has really changed for the worse ever since Ryan passed away.
Perhaps we'll run into her along the way, and she can join us then. So, shall we be off?
Like how you can say about Ruby, huh?
Will be fine, but do take
care. No, I would just say what happened with Giant Bomb is worse than Ruby, because at least, granted I'm a fan, but I can see some of the writers are trying. Unlike where Giant Bomb, ever since Davis's passing, it feels like they don't have. It didn't feel like they don't have it in themselves anymore as journalists. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, solid line. The DS one, that's what we were talking about. I mean, seriously, whose idea was it to where when you're running, it actually depletes your magic points in that game?
That again. I'll have to clear things up.
The first Lunar game I played was on the GPA equipment stated, which is the one that people said it was the worst version to play, so I feel bad.
How do you guys want to do this?
You shouldn't. It really isn't that.
Yeah, the
GPA version's harmless.
Actually was not that terrible.
Yeah, it's really a harmless
stick together too.
The one we were just talking about, Dragon Song for DS.
Sounds good to me.
That's pure gutter trash right there, my friend.
And I'm really surprised why they haven't even done like a second remake of Eternal Blue.
No objections here.
Maybe because of the fact that how poorly the sales were, like you stated earlier, Kyle.
It could have been. I mean, I'm just kind of shocked that we're seeing more remakes of the first game, but not the second game, because the second game I thought was just as good as the original.
Well, I hate to say it, but there's gonna be another port that's gonna be for PS4 and PC if that's up there. I don't believe I've introduced myself yet.
My name is Gaius.
And I hate to say, if they really want to see it, they need to.
I just arrived in the Empire, so.
Or if they eventually have.
Right, or they could just be on the safe side and put it on Steam. Well, they're going to be guaranteed sales regardless.
That's why I said PC, dude.
My name's Green Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
Because I have to wait. PS4 or PS4 and PC would be totally obvious. You know what I mean? But people tend to get like what Songline said earlier. You need to support these. You need to support these IPs. You want to see more from them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But it has that odd cross-shaped head.
But it's not. But also, it's not just the.
It looks
support.
Awesome.
It's just supporting the games, but it's just that the developers and publishers they need to take those IPs more seriously if they want people to actually support it.
I have to say.
Hey, Kyle, I got a question.
Oh, this thing.
Lunar 1 and 2 are both on PSN,
Is it
right?
a staff?
No, they're not.
Not okay.
It's an ornament.
Because I feel bad.
I know that former Working Designs president Victor Ireland is currently trying to get them on PSN, but I don't know how far along he's getting with trying to get those games on there.
Wait, how can he when Game Arts has been down for years?
Back during enrollments, they
I don't know, but
he
managed to get the Ark the Lad collection on PSN.
Ran with it.
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
Oh, by whoever now owns the rights, you're saying.
Can't say I have either.
By the way, I actually want to check. I want to know.
Apparently, so there aren't too many around just yet.
Although Victor Ireland,
that said,
if you've seen his posts on NeoGAF when they were around, he was somewhat of a douchebag.
Oh, My sword?
Dude, I'm not surprised. Have you seen majority of people that we used to like on Street?
Yeah. Randy
but
Pitchford.
what kind of
Anybody?
sword is it?
Oh, yeah, he's worse.
Swords I
Yeah.
thought the people in the
The
Empire
worst of
used
the
them.
worst?
Yeah.
It's an eastern style of saber called Itachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Oh yeah, perfect timing to show.
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
Okay, here we go.
The craftsmanship looks exceptional.
Huh.
They're renowned for
I didn't know it got
their
an
steel
iOS
and the
port.
sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant
Did you,
in
Kyle?
swinging around
What?
something this dangerous.
Silver Star Story got an iOS port.
Yeah,
Seriously?
I know.
If that's what
Lunar
hesitant
Silver
looks
Star
like, I bet
Story
confidence will make you
Touch.
unstoppable.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
never
sound
knew
like a
about
good
that.
guy
That's
to
the
have
first
around.
time.
Yeah,
Good
I
stuff.
have it on my iPhone, but I haven't even played it that much.
Speaking of which,
Which I probably should be playing it more like on a
We should really be getting
like on
ourselves
an
into
iPad
trouble.
or something, because I just
I think I can manage that.
games like that,
You saw
they
it
just seem
yourselves.
more
Trouble
better
has
for
a way of
tablets, if
dropping
you
in
know what
on
I'm
me.
talking about, because of the larger screen.
Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really
Huh,
gel
this
as a
is
team.
interesting.
Got it.
Speaking of Lunar, I'm looking at its Wikipedia page. Since the release of the enhanced remakes for both Silver Star Story and Eternal Blue, rumors have come and gone concerning the development of the game known as Lunar 3. In a '98 interview, Victor Ireland, then president of Working Design, stated that the third installment was in development and scheduled for release, at least in the US, PlayStation 2. However, several delays later, no such game was or EFP.
Yikes!
Famous software
Monster!
publisher, the Japanese publisher of the series.
Never
It's
seen
speculated
this
an
guy
English
before.
version of Magical School Lunar would
Looks
be
like a
called
flying feline.
Breakers has
Careful,
been
everyone.
false as well.
Now's our chance. Let's
Oh.
get him.
Okay. Oh man, that's enough.
Okay, so Lion, have a good night, dude.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, just so you know, Soundline recently.
Yeah, I saw that. Take care of yourself, Soundline. Thanks for joining on the stream.
Yeah, thank you, man. I found out who now owns the rights to Lunar.
It's Marvelous Interactive.
Really? Because if I was Gung-Ho.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. It is Gung-Ho. Never mind.
Leave it to
Cool,
me.
man.
And, you know, Gung-Ho... Wait a minute. Is it Gung-Ho or is it Marvelous? It's one of the two, because I know that one of them said that they wanted to actually try to bring back some of Game Art's old legacy IPs on Steam.
Which
and
includes-
Grandia 2 Anniversary
Yeah.
Edition was the start of it.
Yeah, it's Gung-Ho.
Okay.
Right. DC Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition.
I go where the wind takes me.
What happened to that franchise? I loved 1 and 2, but I could not get into 3 for some reason.
Grandia, you mean?
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
was referring.
Have you ever played
Please tell me there
Grandia
aren't more of
Extreme?
those things lurking around here.
I've heard about that, but never had a chance
I
to
can
play
sense
it.
more further in.
Been hearing more of a mixed
How was
to positive reception
Anyway,
on that game.
let's just stay alert.
From what I heard, I never played it.
So a mad game from what I heard, basically.
Yeah, a mad type of game. Quakeman, one of the voice actors, who voiced Gaius in this game? It's Kaiji Tang, who's going to be Detective Pikachu in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does this have a dub or it's just sub?
Both dub and sub.
Oh, that's impressive. Man. That's cool.
But yeah, Gaius is played by Kaiji Tang, who is going to be Detective Pikachu and Detective Pikachu that we're getting on the 3DS, and not to
treasure chest.
And not to mention, he also is the current voice of guts in the Berserk animes that are out now.
Oh, the CGI one?
Yeah, the CGI ones. The English dub, at least.
Right.
And he was also the voice of Kin from the Fist of the North Star games that were done by Omega Force and Koei Tecmo.
Okay.
Kin's Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, what?
Yeah, I know dude, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't even get Lex Lang to reprise his role, but then again, that was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
That he's been in that role.
You know, I just realized, dude, last year was the 20th anniversary of the...
Yeah, Quake Man, Kaiji Tang. Yes, that's who I said.
Yeah, but I don't know if you heard me, Kyle. Last year was the anniversary of Grandia.
What about Grandia?
The original Grandia turned 20 last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know, that was really hard to imagine that Sony Computer Entertainment America actually released that game in the United States.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, too, is that with Grandia 2, at least, on the Dreamcast original, Ubisoft was the one who published it stateside.
Yeah, see, that's really confusing.
And ironically, too, they also published both Lunar Legend and Lunar Dragon Song for the West as well.
Yep. Quake Man, because he voiced Yasuhiro Hagakure in Danganronpa 1, so he in this one is, I thought that's familiar. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know for this game at least, I can't remember in their wiki page if they actually do list the names of the main characters with their voiceovers, but I remember seeing them on its wiki page before.
I think they would.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
And I think the guy who plays Rain Schwarzer actually voiced one of the characters in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, if I'm not mistaken.
My turn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, goes by the name of Sean Chiplock. And he voiced one of the characters in Skyward Sword. No, not Skyward Sword, but Breath of the Wild. And if I want to say who, then I think it was probably Rivali.
Oh, okay, Rivali.
Yeah, the Rito.
Yep. You mean the guy that totally isn't Falco?
Yeah. The dickhead, basically.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
You know, I don't get...
What?
Game Arts is still around, and yet how is it hard for them not to try to revive Grandia themselves, or even Luna?
You know, that's a good question. Maybe it was a change in their business practice or something that made them not, you know, try to pursue working on another game unless if they felt it was necessary to, but I really don't know. You know how businesses change from time to time?
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to lose my sense of direction down here.
Yeah, gotta make sure we're not going in circles.
Oh, don't worry, guys. We're not going in circles. That'd be ludicrous.
I mean, it is an RPG after all. We will.
Yep.
Eventually.
But at least it looks better than Tales of Zestiria, because at least with its dungeon design, because everything looked roguelike in that game with its dungeons. They were just all one big flat surface with no, like, distinctions or, like, personality within their builds and whatnot. The dungeons.
And that's the funny thing, because, like, yeah, and it's funny you bring it up, because even though I stated earlier I'm having a good time with Zestiria, there's still a lot of problems I have with the game, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that franchise needs new blood. Because it feels like a stereotypical Tales of game. I'm not saying that was just, and I know games have their own, you know.
You know, honestly, with Hideo Baba gone, I think, you know, it'd be perfect for them that they actually managed to, you know, look deep within their souls to see what could potentially work for the future of the series.
Arcus, activate.
Leave it
You
to
know,
me.
that's a good question. Should that be a franchise that should be rebooted?
That's a good question, but, you know, but at the same time, it makes you wonder, how can they possibly reboot it?
Arcus, activate.
Because when each game treats itself as its own story, kind of like how Final Fantasy does.
Oh, true, but I'm like...
But it really makes you wonder, how can they even pull off a reboot like that?
Well, they could, like, idea of gameplay, design, visually. Not just story, I mean, just like character design, the way they implement story into the game, you know what I mean? We're talking about the Tales of series, Clay fan.
Yes. You know, which Tales of Vesperia is part of.
From Bandai Namco. Or is it Bandai Namco or Namco Bandai?
No, it's Bandai Namco.
I know at one point it was the other way around at one. It's just so confusing, like, why do you call yourself that instead of just going one of the... Like, I understand that they merged it, but if they merged, would have been better if they just called it Bandai?
Well, I'm pretty sure that, you know, loyalists to the Namco name would probably not take kindly to that.
I own Tales of Symphonia on the GCN, I'm so happy about that. Yeah, that's... Funny enough, that was the last two and only two Tales games I've ever played in my life were both Symphonia and...
Oh yeah, I mean, Vesperia is probably my favorite Tales game.
You know, that's really sad that was the last good one that came out. That was 10 years ago. It just turned 10 this year. Think about that.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go.
And also another reason that I think another reason they can try to reboot it in a sense is how they can make it for a game for multiple lines instead of just for the Japanese. You know what I mean?
Give it up, everyone!
Because that's what I was trying to... Tropes that I understand that are there, but they should be changed for the better, you know what I mean? I have Vesperia and Symphonia now, but I've never played Xillia, so I can't say, but how is Xillia?
From what I played, I really liked it, but I haven't beaten it yet.
I know Xillia has a sequel. Is that worth recommending or no?
Only if you really enjoyed Xillia, I would say it's worth it.
Here we go.
So someone that didn't like Xillia, you would say no.
Yeah.
There.
So many JRPGs in there play with solo time is
My turn.
So you're not the only one.
Give it up, everyone!
Come on.
Okay, I'm confused. Are they supposed to be roaches, spiders, what exactly?
I think they're just roaches.
Okay, because design-wise, I don't know why, but there's a spider, they look like a beetle, hell, they look like a freaking,
Alright.
They look like Spider-Man. Frickin'
You're
Spider-Man!
unbeatable.
Cause like there were so many I've heard of on that. Discovery, Nier, and so on. That's the reason why I'm surprised at what... I'm not gonna lie, but I was a little bit salty with that producer from Platinum that said, no, the reason why it's not coming to Xbox is focusing on PlayStation. Which, if that's the case, then how do you explain the abysmal PC port that was also done by Platinum?
The strength kind of just left my legs.
For Nier Automata.
I'm amazed how calm you two are.
Automata, not automata, because that word doesn't even exist. Thanks, Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just used to fighting monsters like these.
Or we can just say what it really is, Nier 2.
Yeah.
No, I'll be fine. It was just a momentary lapse on my part. I can get up. And there we go.
Look out.
Elliot!
Huh?
they have 6 legs, so yeah, they would be insects, not spiders.
Because spiders aren't insects, they're arachnids.
Yeah, arachnids.
Looks like I made it just in time.
I really still feel like that Platinum and Square Enix missed the platform by not releasing it on the Xbox One. Like again, like we're talking about, I understand that Platinum doesn't do well in Japan, but I hate when Japanese developers only think about Japan when they don't think globally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the sad part too.
Your Harding Zell's been doing that. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's okay for Japan not to release it on the Xbox, but worldwide, do that. Release it on the Xbox platform for when looking outside of Japan.
For God's sakes, if Sega can do Evolve Things Valkyria Chronicles, you have no excuse.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Quick man said I like this guy.
I hope you can forgive me for it.
Who, Machias?
No sweat. Water under the bridge.
Oh, the gun wielder?
Yeah, we all have moments when we say or do things we regret. That's human nature for you. Oh, and thanks for saving me, by the way.
I'm just glad I happened to be passing by. After I'd cooled my head, I decided to retrace my steps, and there you were. Is it just the 3 of you here?
Yeah, we stood around talking for a while, so the others are probably ahead of us at this point.
I don't think there's any reason to go back any farther. I can't imagine you'll find anyone there.
I see. I don't suppose you'd mind if I came with you, would you? I'm reasonably skilled with a gun, so you might find it useful.
That is a big shotgun.
Sure thing. Welcome aboard.
An anime character with a shotgun for a weapon. Who would have thought that?
The name's Reen Schwarzer.
I'm Elliot.
Clearly, someone by the name of Monty Home.
My name is Guy Warzel.
It's a pleasure. Monty.
The pleasure's mine, I assure you.
Can't believe it's been a couple of years.
My name is Marcus Regnitz. Could I ask you?
Notice that the exclamation marks has that notification on the PlayStation 3 whenever an installation is complete.
Yeah, it does. Holy crap.
I realize how that must sound.
Especially the same text. Oh wow. I just realized.
But please don't take it personally.
Quick man, did I ever tell you guys actually?
Know who I'm associated with.
The idea you styles of JRPG and such. I had character sheets by 7 characters, all had special abilities. I had stats on how they function, making commoners. Ideas sets viruses.
But my homeland has no class system to begin with.
Hey, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
you're from abroad then. What about you, Reen?
Well, let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins. So I guess we're all on equal standing here.
Well, now that's a relief. We should probably get moving then. Somewhat concerned about the girls, as you might imagine. I'd feel much better if we were around to help if they wound up in danger.
Yeah, I suppose there's strength in numbers.
All right, let's go.
So we got Machias in the group.
Nice.
Yep, the shotgun wielder. So we have a full party of 4 at this time.
Yep.
Although, looks like Ryan's gonna need some healing going on for him.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, because I took quite a beating from those insects in the last battle.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right.
Yep.
That must be a pain, huh?
Oh yeah. But hey, that's RPGs for you.
Yeah.
What's
gotta
a
either
place
love
like
it or
this
hate
even
it.
doing on the school grounds?
Yeah, that's a giant trapdoor in a campus building.
Sometimes, yeah, you can swing your sword to actually get some status-inducing effects on them, or to get them unconscious and deplete some of their hit points, so you could probably see why I was actually doing that on some of the enemies. You know, just swinging my sword before battle.
There! Leave it to me.
But yeah, if you have the money, or wait for the next sale for this game to come about, I would definitely recommend you pick it up when you get the chance, Jeff.
Oh, I definitely will.
Give it up, everyone!
It's my turn. How about this?
My turn. There.
All right.
Oh, I missed.
What you mean? Oh, I missed.
Yes, Wario. Actually, if I had my sound settings turned back to where I allowed, you know, voice meter to play, then I would definitely use that sound clip of "Doe I Missed." But I decided not to since, you know, it's already nighttime.
Right. Go.
Oh, hey, I just saw a notification that Proton John went live.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Doing some more fortune cookie live streaming while inevitably not doing any more Superman 64 Let's Play videos, which he is long overdue for another one.
Right.
Although I kind of have a suspicion why he hasn't done another Superman Let's Play video is because of the state of YouTube is in right now.
Yes.
Too slow. Go. It's my turn.
Sad state, too.
Oh, hey, look at the bright side. At least there's some.
Thanks.
Sounds like Alex Jones's YouTube channel, InfoWars, is a game.
Oh, that's cool.
Dozens of major brands pull ads from his channel. Good.
There's no time to waste.
Oh, I had a double kill by Machias there. Oh, pretty cool. And I think I actually got a item out of that, too. Chitinous shells. I guess it's a type of ingredient. Oh, hey. Cool. So to level up.
All right.
Oh crap!
Nice.
Okay, yeah. This shows how bad. You wanna know what I do?
What?
I'm looking at this article courtesy of the thing I just brought up about Alex Jones.
Uh-huh.
You wanna know how bad YouTube is in general?
How bad?
Courtesy of thehill.com. A number of the country's major brands are pushing to remove their ads from YouTube channels from far-right website InfoWars and its founder Alex Jones, saying that they were unaware the ads were put there to begin with.
Oh, wow.
There.
That's messed up.
People wonder why I don't stream on YouTube, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Quickman said, one of the character traits, as weird as it is, feet and halfway up their leg between the feet and knee have no base and heeled foot don't hold both. Weapon characteristics is he has two swords, samurai type, brought them into holes and sent them in, but still have abilities based on that. Very word, but I love that. That's what Quickman said in the chat.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. And thanks for bringing it up, too. Pardon me.
Nice.
Thank you.
Enemy sighted. Take him out. Go.
Okay, so.
Yeah, these brands said no one. I'm reading more this article. Jeez. Many of the brands said they were unaware of the situation and canned their ads on the channel after CNN reached out for comments.
Huh.
Jesus, what's going on with you, man?
Arcus activate.
This is what happens when YouTube has now become what you call owned by a greedy corporation like Google.
And it's going in, sadly enough, it's been like this for the last 10 years. Back in 2008.
Here we go.
I don't think you know that's been that long, but
it's my turn.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Right. Eat that. There's no time to waste.
How YouTube was always portraying itself as a website for anybody to host their content, but now it's becoming more like television, and instead of what it was supposed to be.
Yep.
It's bastardizing itself.
Yep. Quickman said, yeah, but Blip's dead. That's all Adley got.
Barely got anywhere.
Barely got anywhere, I see what you're trying to say.
There.
Yeah, but at least we have Twitch and then now. I mean, say what you will with Google, but if Twitch can be the competition that YouTube desperately needs, then
give it up, everyone.
Better than nothing, right?
Right.
Now, when you're hitting those enemies with your sword before battle begins, does it affect their health in battle?
Some of them, well, yeah, they do if you manage to get them unconscious. But if you manage to get them like in a paralysis state, then I think you get like a preemptive strike or whatever, where you can attack them more than once.
Yes. Okay.
If memory serves me correctly.
How about this?
Of course.
Go. There. All right.
That's not how a gun works.
Say what?
That's not how a gun works. You can't have it. You can't handle a by a forearm.
Yeah, and wouldn't even the bullets hurt your team members too? I mean, seriously, what kind of sense does that make?
Yeah. No, but the feedback. Wouldn't the feedback from shotgun blast would just pop his shoulder out of its socket?
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm bringing logic to an into a JRPG eyeball.
I'm sure a lot of people we're gonna come at you and say, what logic? It's a Japanese RPG, Jeffrey.
That's the problem, that game should have logic, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand like it's a different universe, but it's just like, when you see something like that, it's just like, yeah, you know that guy's arm should be out of its socket. And then screaming river and being, oh God, help me!
My turn. Leave it to me.
And I gotta ask for a Steam port, how does it run?
Runs well. A lot better than the PS3 version.
Where the wind takes me.
Really? I didn't know the PS3 version had issues.
Well, it didn't have issues, but it ran 30 frames a second. This runs at 60, obviously.
Ugh, okay.
Yeah, so... And that's what I really look for in JRPGs. Make sure they have a really good and stable frame rate.
Right.
We meet again.
Good to see you guys are hanging in there.
I'm glad the four of you are unharmed as well.
Well, it seems you've cooled your head a bit at least.
Yes, I've calmed down now.
At any rate, I don't believe I've introduced myself yet, have I?
Laura S. Arcade. Or Arcade. Or
I'm Laura S. Arcade, from the town
Yeah,
of
Arcade.
Gray.
Yeah, one of the characters, the one with the large sword. Oh, okay, welcome back.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
No, I had to switch from Firefox to the actual.
That's down on the southeastern outskirts of the Empire, isn't it?
Correct.
Because for some reason, I don't know why, but I was
on the
getting.
shores of Lake Ebel. We're connected.
Again, it wasn't
to
you, it's just
by
me.
train, but other than that,
that's
it's a
fine.
fairly remote region.
That name sounds so familiar.
Now, you were talking about this earlier, but this installment.
So your father would be...
Trails
Yes,
of Gold Seal.
my
This is the
father
first
Viscount
entry.
Arcade, Lord of
Yeah, the
Grand.
first entry in that anthology, yes.
Do you take issue with
Okay.
that?
No, not at all.
Magius, was it?
Is the second part in the PC release or no?
Yeah, it's already released on PC on Valentine's Day last month.
I can only speak for myself. but I don't feel I've ever done anything to bring shame upon myself.
But now it's just a matter of
eyes.
when Part 3 will actually get released in the West, because it's already out in Japan, and there's already a 4th installment, the 4th and final installment to the Trails
And
of
I
Cold
fully
Steel
believe the same to be
anthology
true of
that's
my
currently
father.
being worked on for the Japanese market at this time.
Oh, wow.
Please, I meant no
Yeah,
offense,
so
but-
a quadrilogy of
Sorry.
games.
Yeah, the end of Saga.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we're
I
going
don't
by
remember being introduced.
history of the PC ports, I would imagine next year, 2019.
I would imagine if they did like a simultaneous release on both PS4 and
I'm Emma Milstein.
PC for Part 3.
Like Laura,
Maybe,
I come
yeah,
from a
maybe,
distant region
yeah.
of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
I was only able to attend Thor's thanks to a scholarship, in fact. It's very nice to meet you.
A scholarship? Indeed. Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam. I think I was outdone.
Oh, I bet the PC market wasn't
Girl knows.
happy
Wasn't happy with what?
when the Vita version was not going to be made.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it seems like it now, but really, I'm not. I don't
Honestly, I
have any
kind of
training
was
in the
wondering
martial
myself,
arts either, so
wondering if
this is the weapon I
Falcom should
recommended
have
for
waited
you.
it, started this series on the PS4 when it first came about.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I don't get this.
Oh, cool. You
This
got
premise
good
was
stuff, too.
reiterated in July 2017 with Falcom President
Yours
Hiro
looks
Kondo
different from mine,
stated,
though.
foreign sales have reached a point where both Trails
So it
and
does.
East, where we
I
can't
wonder
ignore
if
them
it's
for
just
development
cosmetic.
angle anymore. East Memories of Celesta, for example, sold more outside of Japan than it did inside here, because Vita has been kind of on the outside of Japan, because the
Is something the
PS4 user
matter?
base is pretty established elsewhere.
We're all
We
acquainted.
have begun
now.
shifting towards
It's
PS4
only proper
development.
that you introduce
Okay,
yourself.
explain something to me.
Yeah.
They can be like this
hi.
when a former exclusive Vita sale, Vita series, jumps to PS4 due to outside influence.
I'm Lisa.
Yet they can't do this for a game that should be on Xbox One, not in their country, but outside of their country. That makes no goddamn sense. I'm sorry.
No.
Elisa.
Ruhr, huh? What's it like living there? There's probably a new technological breakthrough every week.
The Rhineford Company is based in Ruhr, and they're the
Although
largest
she
heavy
calls
industry
herself
corporation on
R,
the continent, aren't they?
Alyssa's background, her family background, is actually a bit more interesting later on, but I won't spoil that
Suppose
much.
they are.
Right.
So,
Well, from
hey,
what I read.
Right, I get that.
I guess that bow must have been in that case you had with you when we first met, right? I've never seen one like it. Is there some kind of orbital mechanism built in?
There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business.
Ouch.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas on what to do now?
Yeah, she's still bitter about that whole misunderstanding with her giving him a face full of boobs.
We've all run into each other wandering around. How about we stick together?
I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require protection.
You needn't to be concerned about that.
I beg your pardon?
I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us. For now, I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still 2 of us who remain unaccounted for.
That's right. We still haven't run into that silver-haired girl.
In that case, 2 teams means double the chance to find them. 2 teams is double the coverage, and double the chance of crossing paths with our missing companions. How's that sound?
I have no objections. So then, shall we be off?
All right.
That's weird. I'm looking at the chat and
Yeah, I think it's just Quake Man right now. I don't know where
We'll see the
Vic
4 of
went
you
off
later
to.
then.
Probably off to bed. I mean, it is pretty late.
probably, and tomorrow is Saturday after all, so I won't be surprised.
Sunday.
She
Yeah.
really doesn't seem like she's gonna let that go,
We
does
just
she?
live stream about a few hours ago.
It was clearly an accident. Everyone could see.
I think it's getting to
Yeah,
me
you
too,
must
I don't know.
you must be getting pretty tired too.
Still, is no one else
Yeah,
worried about
I think it is
letting
getting to me.
girls to fend for themselves in a place like this? There are 4 of us here. Perhaps one of us should go follow them.
I don't think we have anything to worry about as long as Laura's with them. She really wears her skill on her sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show.
It's certainly an enormous blade. I'd call it comically huge if it didn't look so dangerous. But at the end of the day, a lady is a lady.
She's taller and sturdier than I am. Though I admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
I'll bet she can whip it around without breaking a sweat. The Arside School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the techniques used by knights throughout the Empire. And her father, the Viscount, is arguably the strongest swordsman in the country. People call him the Radiant Blade Master. I doubt any of the other students here could even stand their ground.
Oh, goody. Try to become human.
Beat her.
Say what?
Wow.
Everyone's favorite upcoming PS4 exclusive to Detroit's releasing May 25th.
There are still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the
David
Empire.
Cage the Game, Part 4? Or Part 5?
You sure know a lot about this stuff,
no
Reed.
words.
Hobby of yours?
Prepare to be disappointed, Part 2.
I'm a swordsman myself. I guess the
Electric
lore sort of comes with
Boogaloo.
the territory.
The Reckoning. Or, as we like to say, Revengeance.
At any rate, how about we pick up the search?
Yeah, you can thank Kojima for that stupid word.
I'm worried about that silver-haired girl.
Or you can thank me
We
for
still
saying
need to
this
track
word,
down Duke
platformance.
Alvarea's son, too.
If it was a 2D side-scrolling platformer.
You're right. Right.
I couldn't care less what happens to that pompous ass. He can rot down here.
Come on now. That's no way to treat someone you just met.
Looks like the path splits. Which way do you think we should go?
I feel a little wind blowing from the east.
Now's our chance.
Okay, I've got the triple advantage, so when I did my sword swings, you saw that the winged cat bats, or whatever they're called, or the flying felines, they actually took some damage when they were in that unconscious state when I entered in battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
So there is benefits to actually swinging your blade or your weapon at the enemies.
All right.
Right before battle starts, so don't think that, you know, there's no purpose or whatnot.
Oh, we did it!
As there is.
Oh, a treasure chest!
You guys say the most simplest things when you're talking when I'm moving. It's kind of like in Final Fantasy 13. When you're moving and how they speak. Sometimes, and even like in Final Fantasy 15 when you're walking on land.
Yep.
Your teammates actually talk to each other. Hard to imagine that game's coming out on PC this Tuesday.
Right.
The wind's behind us. Let's go. Go.
Marcus, activate.
Right.
It's my turn.
Marcus, activate. Leave it to me. Marcus, activate.
Huh. That's that. Let's keep moving.
And you notice how all the characters, and you can tell that's this game is actually developed by Falcom, and how inexperienced they are when it comes to like 3D games, because you can actually see that the character models are all stiff and they don't have any like motion capture to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people could say that they're behind with the times, but you know, as long as they can get the game just fine, or play it just fine as it is, and just make it playable and that fun, then I'd say I hardly mind that, you know, that they are playing catch-up at this point.
More monsters?
As long as their games are fun, that's all that matters.
No, not monsters.
I mean, maybe they don't have that skill with the magnitude of the
Pretty sharp.
types with the scope of the games that they make. But
yeah,
but you could say that they do have some experience, at least thanks to Ys of all games.
It's the silver-haired girl.
And I know a lot of people like to consider the Ys series as like the definitive Zelda clone, or like the Zelda clone, but for more of the hardcore gamer in mind, because that game, or that game series, is really crazy when it comes to difficulty.
Nope. I'm small and quick. These things can't lay a finger on me. Oh yeah, Fee Clausel. That's my name. You're just over halfway through. Keep it up. Later.
Boy, Fee, you have quite a bedhead on you.
You sure you'll be okay on your own?
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'm used to this.
You can actually see her eyes are not wide open and
See
just kind of droopy a little bit, like the cartoon character Droopy.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, once you're done with this, Kyle, I'm gonna share a video.
Wow.
So you can watch later.
That's fine.
She certainly wasn't fibbing.
And I will highlight this stream so that people can watch it later if they missed it.
Awesome.
Yeah. I always do for every time when I stream or when we do our collaboration live stream with the Geek Fighters.
Of course.
Which hopefully our third part for Thousand Arms should be up on our YouTube channel now.
Has she already been to the exit?
Yeah, let's hope.
Get knocked out, kitty. Flying kitty. There we go.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Here we go.
Oh crap! That's an actual game cat.
Marcus, activate.
Right.
Flying kitty.
All right. There. Right.
So, what big games are coming out this month? Aside from Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition and Windows Edition. I know Kirby Star Allies is coming out on the 16th.
March 20th, Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah, that's another one that's on my radar.
Which definitely looks like we're following game.
Leave it to me.
Rare in a very long time, which I'm glad to see. Like, it's not the game that I want from Rare, but A, I'm glad they're making a new IP.
Okay, it's safe for now.
And more importantly, B, it's new IP that looks like a lot of people are playing and love, you know what I mean? And that's great for the developer that they're making new IPs, and that's why I've always liked Rare, you know what I mean? And people tend to get that during the Xbox era, like, oh yeah, Banjo-Kazooie was crap. It's like, yeah, but you know what, I'd rather have that game than lately. I'm not gonna lie, dude, I was really disappointed with you lately.
Well, it didn't really felt like it was a game that was made for the modern era. It was just more of the old developers that were actually reliving their lineage. That was the problem.
Yeah, it's just like, I know they got what they asked for, and that's fine, but it's just like, you know, I'd rather have something risk-taking like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts and say like, oh yeah, here's Banjo-Kazooie 3 of what we want to do with the title, that we're gonna have the title banned, you know, lately for obvious reasons, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, they're doing what they do best, but at the same time, you need to, there's no saying evolve or die, you know?
Right. Although, you know, I'm kind of like you, how I really want Rare to kind of go back to their old stigma with how they make games back then, instead of, you know, feel like that they have to be under, you know, making them feel like they're under the impression that they're just only working for Microsoft, which they are, which I think Ed Freeze wanted to preserve their original culture.
Someone's running up ahead.
I kind of was you know, I'm like at that point where I just want them to actually preserve, where they should stick with the original culture with how Rare was supposed to be back in their heyday.
Yep.
But, you know, it's really sad, and it's really sad when that isn't fully the case.
Yeah, well, no, that, but I hate when people say, oh, Microsoft's the true people that Rare screwed. Like, no, first off, Rare screwed Rare over. Second, you really want who also really screwed Rare over? Not Microsoft, Nintendo.
I don't think he needs any help from us.
Because they were too pigheaded to realize, oh yeah, we own this company. know what would be the best thing? If we actually acquired them.
Court fencing, an
Yeah,
action
they
style
really...
favored by the nobility.
I mean, sure, it's noble of them trying to actually help out their, you know, people that are native to their country, especially when how many of the Japanese companies were on the verge of bankruptcy at the time. But at the same time, that was very... they really screwed themselves over for missing out on that opportunity.
By his voice, he's no amateur.
Really stupid for that. And again, I like the setup for what they do, but there's a reason why I don't see myself owning another Nintendo. I don't hate their games. I don't hate their software. I don't hate the hardware.
You just don't like them as a business.
Exactly. I can't support a company who has done even more heinous things behind the scenes than both Sony and Microsoft combined.
I was just admiring your swordsmanship.
To screw over the consumer, I'm saying, like what the whole thing that's going on.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm just saying, you know what I mean? In regards to that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I enjoy them more for... I enjoy them more for being a game developer.
Exactly, thank you. That's what I'm trying to get at. Thank you.
I believe I have already introduced myself, but once again, I'm Lucis Alberea. And I have to say, I didn't think you had it in you.
But yeah, when it comes to their business practices, yeah, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole shebang with YouTube, for instance, or how they pretty much didn't want to be a part of the whole FGC community.
After all that bluster about
oh yeah, and you know what? I just love the fact of how the Smash kids just turn around saying, "Oh yeah, we're 5
and then wandered back to
12 years and doing it on our own." No. You know what? Take some dignity and tell them to go screw themselves for not supporting you for the last 12 years.
Such as myself would be far
and
too
how,
proud to do
you know,
such
your
a thing.
fans were trying to give you some free advertising, especially when they did those fan remakes, which you pretty much screwed all them over for.
Which funny enough, that attorney, like I showed you in that video, said that they were doing that illegally because they had the right to do that. The developers, the fans had the right to do that. And they weren't breaking any laws.
You're not just a garden variety noble either. House Alberea.
See, in some ways, I do believe that Nintendo has changed for the better a little bit.
But they need to go beyond that and actually embrace more.
Crappy company that I've been hating for the last 20 years, dude. You know what I mean?
You're one to talk. I don't.
And it's a shame. I might miss some
imperial governor.
But it's more important for me as a consumer to have my integrity. My integrity.
The name Regnit sounded familiar.
Then. You know, nobody doesn't care, you know what I mean?
Ever to hold the seat of imperial
I'm
governor in
not gonna bash you for running
like
the platform. Hey, go nuts! I'm glad you like it.
I mean, lad,
well, yeah.
Rarefied air for a simple commoner.
Like, I'm not gonna bash someone who has a platform because I don't like their how anti-consumer is. I was the same way too with freaking Sony. Like, at first I wasn't gonna get a PS4 Pro. But there are some couple games that they come
who get your titles handed to you
some of their IPs, you know what I mean? Or how they handle the entire marketing this generation, you know what I mean?
I mainly just regard
I'm not someone who likes a different console because that's just stupid.
And as you're vividly aware, his faction is in conflict with the noble
and to
faction,
tell you the truth,
led by
I don't
none
want
other than the
either of
four-way
those, you know, first party to go away because that lessens competition.
Like if there's one thing I was glad to hear about the whole restructuring that's currently going on at Sony's PlayStation division. I'm really glad that they're really focused on first party. That's great to hear.
Son of a...
Magius, don't do it!
You know, I'm actually looking at the video of that freaking AJ
lashing out at him isn't going
and
to
he has
solve
an all
anything.
bold letters and freaking
Don't you think that was a little uncalled for?
And the
I wasn't the one who
title
started
cards. PS4 sold 73.6 million in 4 years.
Yeah.
Damn it, just let me go.
I'm sorry, that's not really considered impressive, is it?
Well, especially when going up against the PlayStation 2, yeah, that's not really that impressive.
Yeah, and all of that, but didn't PlayStation 2 do better in that same exact span of time?
Yeah, it did. It most certainly did.
Oh.
See, this is why I don't like this generation, man. I really don't. And again, it's a shame because I have
too far, Eustace.
I have no beef against PlayStation or Xbox directly.
You're better than that.
It's their loyal
Perhaps
fan
I was
base
a bit
that I
out
have.
of line. It would seem I still have much to learn.
Like, they like to whine and crap about games, yet not play or even finish their games.
Why?
Well,
Like, if you like these games, that's fine. Don't whine about them. Just play your games and just be fine with that.
Be a gamer. Don't be a crybaby.
Don't be a drone.
That came out wrong.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Be an actual human being.
There's no need to address me so formally. We may come from different social spheres, but here at this academy, we're supposed to be on equal
But I'll
stage.
tell you one thing, like, even though I was originally going to get it on Xbox One,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know which console I get first, whether it's
with you all the way
or a PlayStation 4 Pro.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I want to get the
deal here in the Empire?
Monster Hunter World console
It is.
version, or
This country
or
has
should
a
I should I
long
wait until
history,
August?
and the class system has been one of its central
That's literally up to
institutions
you,
for most of
dude.
that.
I probably should wait for the PC4 because it should be.
So
running
what are you
better,
going
right?
to do, Eustace?
Well, it should be, and it
In
should.
theory, I'm saying.
Maki said to go with you,
And it
but
should
I don't want
be
to press you into coming
a,
along if you
a
don't
lot more
want to.
optimized at that point, so that way, you know, Capcom is not rushing out the PC
I was
port.
intending to press on to the exit by myself.
Which I do like, which
But I'd
I
prefer
heard
not
some
to mimic the
PC players
actions
were
of
disappointed with, but you
his
know what? I'd
ilk,
rather
so
have
I'll
the
accompany
console.
you.
I would rather have a PC port that works day one instead of a.
Well, I mean, when that comes out, I am gonna double dip and get the PC version.
I'm just surprised we're worthy of your company. I mean, I'm looking forward to having you on the team.
Let's just go with that.
We should get moving then. Come on.
Hey, look at the bright side, Kyle. That stream hours ago for Thousand Arms
Uh-huh.
got 184 impressions.
Oh, nice.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
My turn.
184 impressions. Oh, wow. That's amazing.
There.
We're making some leeway.
Oh yeah, we are.
My turn.
Yeah, that Mark.
My turn.
Our buddy Kyle, when our buddy Jerry was playing his Tekken 7 stream,
My turn.
where the one he apparently was supposedly trash, but Paul, that guy was calling us all trash.
Uh-huh.
They got 134 impressions.
Oh, wow.
There.
That's funny.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
We should be getting close to the end of the stream, too, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So it shouldn't be much longer.
My turn.
Very well.
My turn. Is everybody okay?
Oh, that's where I see nothing here on the stream chat.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very green with my, you know, viewer count on this than I am with YouTube Gaming.
Yeah.
He seems kind of.
You know, that's the thing I don't get. There's a desktop app for Twitch, yet there's not one for YouTube Gaming.
Yeah, that is very strange. You figure that Google or YouTube would at least make one by now, or have one out by now.
Yeah, you would think, but yeah.
I mean, if they're trying to promote both, you know, putting videos out and, you know, streaming, that they would actually have that feature available right away. Come on, flying kitty. Get unconscious. Trying to put this poor cat unconscious, but it's not doing anything.
Oh, yeah?
Oh well, what the hell, I'll just go after it. Not really doing anything.
Right.
It's my turn.
What?
Sorry about that.
What happened?
Oh, it's just dogs laying down on the floor on their beds next to each other, so if they start to yelp, then I'll get up in the late at night and get them out to go to the restroom and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're alright.
Go! It's my turn. There!
My turn.
Right! Oh, we did it!
I want to go this way. I think. Nope, that's not where I want to go. Because that way I was about to go, that would actually lead us out of the dungeon.
Very well, I will serve as your opponent.
Go! Arcus, activate. All right. Arcus, activate.
I'll handle this. Arcus, activate.
Huh. Too Take this. My turn. It's my turn. Time is precious. We should hurry.
Go. There we go. Well, at least
Let's
I got
get this over with.
some of them. And,
I'll handle this.
Static shock. It's those damn beetles again, or whatever.
Oh yeah, they were. In fact, I saw the Eastery. They're called
coin beetles.
Go.
Funny name too.
All right.
My turn. My turn.
My turn.
I'll handle this.
Gee, how did I miss that? Oh, I missed.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I missed.
Right.
I remember seeing a video where Charles Martinet tried to do that "Do I Miss" impression, but he actually did it with his own Wario voice instead of the whole German voice.
Really?
That, you know, that was famous.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
In Mario Party, but it actually started off in the Japanese version of Mario Kart 64 with Wario saying "Do I missed" and some of those things that we actually heard in Mario Party that were actually very funny of him saying and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah.
There seems to be a treasure chest here.
You're in my way.
You're mine! Go!
Very well.
My turn!
Leave it to me.
Double kitty kick. Funny name for an attack.
I go where the wind takes me.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Actually, yeah, I can go back into Orman and actually put in quartz for some of these to actually get some of the abilities. Yeah, that's something I forgot to mention too, is that when I go into the quartz section of the ornament menu, that there's a section for just regular quartz and not the master quartz. What regular quartz, the different types of quartz that I can get, the different color ones, they have different different properties and different effects and all that kind of stuff. So, like, there's one for Evade 1, which increases the percentage of the evasion rate for one of the characters if they were to equip it, and one for recovery and another for an attack. So they all have their different pros and cons. Yeah, like I said, lots of customization options in this game. Yeah, I think we want to go up this way. If I remember, I think this is the last of it? The stairway? Yeah, here we go. We're getting close. Very close. Oh, okay. It looks like Quakeman is already gone for the night.
Explains why I haven't seen anything for a minute.
Yeah. Like we said, it's probably just... It's already too late for most people.
That's true. It's almost midnight, G.
Looks like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're finally clear.
This was a complete waste of time. Pointless busy work at best. Considering the school's esteemed founder, I was expecting more of a challenge, but nothing here posed even a modest threat.
Did we even fight the same enemies? I feel like I've been stretched to my limits. What's all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
Oh boy, and here comes our first boss.
There.
First boss in the story. Chronologically.
Yeah, I know.
What is that?
A gargoyle come to life? What sorcery is this?
And how cliche, we're fighting a gargoyle for a boss.
Of course. No, you know what would be cliche if it was a giant...
Stone Guardian Igloot Garmir is what it's called. And there's no I between the M and an R, which is an interesting name.
Are monsters like this common in the Empire?
Not outside of old wives' tales, they aren't.
This thing's cutting off
It's
our
like,
only route to the surface.
It's like you're hearing a name of a character or monster in the world of Evil East, with how they have that very rich and eclectic name to them that you usually don't hear, you know, normally, but within
worthy of my skill.
The fantasy roots or whatever.
Idios, help us.
This might actually be a challenge. Good.
All right, boss time.
Arcus, activate.
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
My turn.
All right.
Boy, got a lot of hit points. Think about. It's got about a little over 8,000 hit points on it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of low?
Let's do this.
A little too OP.
Yeah. No, I would understand if you were supposed to lose. Sense, but.
But then again, I am playing on normal mode.
Well, true, but I'm saying if you were the fight you were supposed to lose, that would make sense, but.
You know, but you're actually supposed to win this fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That's just a weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually, you know, a story-based fight, like something is supposed to happen.
Yes.
Here we go.
Kind of like what happened in the Platinum demo.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, if that makes sense at all.
My turn.
Pardon
Nice.
me. Thank you.
What does it matter? I apologize.
Very well.
I know, it happens to all of us. It's just a constant habit that I have. I'm just
That's
too...
a couple people, it's only just you and I do.
Yeah, it's just a nice gesture.
Oh, I know, I get that, but it's just like we had more views.
I'm not like Bad Kyle.
Here we go.
No, God, you're not. Dude, that's an understatement. You don't even know. Oh, hey, if you didn't know, Kyle, I don't know. If you're interested,
I'll handle this.
usually $30, $15 on Steam at the moment.
Which game is that?
Final Fantasy Type 0 HD.
Oh, I already have it. On PC.
You know, for someone who owned the Xbox One version back then, how was the PC port?
I haven't even tried it yet.
Alright. Okay.
But I will let you know when I get around to trying it.
Awesome. Huh, that's crazy. For a game that's just based on an up-res PSP title, 30 gigs.
Oh yeah, for it being in HD. But still, I find it ridiculous how the game... Oh no, how Final Fantasy 15 on PC is 100 gigs.
For 15, yeah, well, I found out the reason. It's not, they not only support 4K, it also supports 8K. So that's the reason why, dude. It's 100K, it's 100 gigs because of both supporting 4 and 8K resolutions.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Leave it to me.
Makes no sense, like, okay, 4K, that's fine, even though it's a luxury item, but hey, monitors available to public discussion. I'm being serious, I don't even think there's any 8K.
Yeah, it's like 8K is a very rare breed.
I'll handle this.
A very, very rare breed.
Oh, and if you don't own the game yet, Kyle, either on PC or PS4, your Automata.
I have it on PS4.
Okay, well, if you're interested,
The better version, basically.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you were ever curious, even though it's 60, even though it's originally 60, at the moment it's $30.
Oh, through the Steam sale. Yeah, I heard.
All right, let's do this.
I'll handle this.
I did hear about that.
Okay, that is weird. Basically, every Final Fantasy sale, but not the recent release Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. That's just weird. I mean, granted, I know it just
released, yeah.
Leave it to me.
Speaking of which, I'm glad to hear that the PC port's good.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Runs damn well on PC.
You know, I realize
and that's the one I'm going to play for when I capture footage of Zodiac Age. Well, Final Fantasy 12, that is, for this.
Retrospective?
Yeah.
You know, you just made me realize something. I'm probably or even on both the basic and the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. That Monster Hunter World doesn't run that well on the consoles.
Huh.
I found it out from Digital Foundry.
They don't run that well on the consoles?
Both basic and the Pro variants.
Wow.
So it's maybe it's a good thing I'm waiting to.
Right. Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you, but I actually recently uninstalled Street Fighter V in my Steam library.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. I just couldn't get into the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same problem with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It has great, it's just hollow game. You know what I mean?
My turn.
Almost got it.
Yeah, and definitely next time.
It's my turn.
Give this a go. Thank you for introducing me to this game, dude.
Oh, absolutely. Got it. Alright, boss is down. That's what I love to see in JRPGs. Challenge.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Oh yeah, I can see why you're telling me to wait for $20 at the moment.
Oh, World of Final Fantasy?
No, Legend of Heroes.
Oh yeah, because Nihon Falcom's games on Steam, they seem like they don't go down in a significant price like you would hope for.
You think they would?
Yeah, you think they would after they've been out for quite some time.
Well, that should be the end of it.
No, it's down but not out.
That's one hell of a second win.
I can appreciate a certain degree of tenacity, but this thing needs to just die.
It's no use. We're too spent to go another... Guess I have no choice.
Stand back!
You made it!
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay, at least. I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
To find the Dark
Jeez.
Ages alive and well down here.
Legend of Hero Trails of Cold Steel currently on Steam is $40.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that
seem like
and
it'll
its
go down
sequel.
Well, it's sequel, yeah.
Indeed.
But again, I understand because that just really was released last month, but it's first game that just released
This many
last
of us
year.
just
Come
find
on,
an opening.
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
Looks like you started the party without me.
We'll definitely might have a chance to. I'm definitely.
Releasing limiter.
Take this! Break shot!
Oh, speaking of which, you know, there's another game I definitely am going to try.
What game would that be?
Valkyrie Chronicles 4.
Oh yeah, that's coming out to all platforms.
Which is a shocker, like, that's... I'm surprised that wasn't the biggest news, that Sony just lost a big exclusive. Because that's been an exclusive since the PS3 days, right?
Yep.
Because Valkyrie Chronicles 1 through 3...
But wasn't Valkyria the Azure Revolution or whatever that game was? Wasn't that also on the Xbox One aside from just PS4?
That was the first one, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Azure Revolution, was that a remake of the first game?
No, Revolution was a spinoff.
Oh, a spin-off. Oh, okay. But that was the first game to be multi-platform in that series, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I'm surprised that either that nor this upcoming release date.
At the very least,
that was
creature
no
doesn't
backlash,
seem like he'll
I mean?
be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
Because usually when you see like a exclusive IP that originally started on PlayStation become multi-platform, like what happened with, funny enough, Final Fantasy back in the day with Final Fantasy 13. There was huge backlash.
Yeah.
It was like each of us were engulfed in some faint blue light.
What?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps
Okay,
it was just the blur of
as much as I like this game, I really have to...
But I felt like I could see everyone's movements.
Why
in
are the
precise
characters casual clothing DLC?
I don't think it was just your imagination.
I couldn't tell you, man.
Like, too. Like, I'm looking at all of them. You know how much it goes up to, dude?
Of the almighty Arcus?
All the DLC available in total? $46.76.
Damn.
Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again. I'm so proud of you guys.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely am gonna try this game.
Well, yeah, but like I said, don't pick it up right away if you don't have the funds to.
That about finishes up today's special
Of course, yeah.
volunteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions. I'm not
No,
even
I
sure
asked
where
you,
to
though.
start.
Oh?
I'll take
How do you honestly feel about Final Fantasy X?
What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
It's a good game, but it does have its flaws.
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes...
But when compared to most other Final Fantasies today, I would say...
But why were the 9 of us chosen
probably
in particular?
within the lowest of, like, the best.
That is a valid question. There's no single monolithic reason
it was
why
pretty
you all
much
made the list.
the Final Fantasy that started the whole linear, movement.
Oh, yeah,
Name
that's
a
true.
major contributing
Which,
factor.
Final Fantasy
It'd be those
13
Arcus ordnance you've got
went off
there.
of.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised, because wasn't that also wasn't the same director for Final Fantasy 13 also directed 10?
He was... Well, I remember Katase was chief director of the whole game, whereas Toriyama, I think he was like the director of events, or the event director of the game.
Okay, the scenario director, I get it.
Yeah, the scenario director.
Like any battle ordnance, they let you
But
use
he
arts,
did get
and
full
these
reins
have
in its sequel,
communication
10-2.
functionality built right in.
Oh, okay.
As its full-on director,
Their
yes.
crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
It does sound rather...
idealistic.
Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well, here you are.
I see. But what
Oh,
gives
yeah,
us
we
this
have to ask
aptitude
them, Kyle.
as compared to our peers?
What?
The more you played of that Secret of Mana remaster,
Mm-hmm.
how did that turn out?
Oh, I haven't even gotten...
As
Well, I
promised,
did get a little bit
if any
further,
of you
but
have
I haven't got,
objections to
like,
being in this
fully
class,
far on to the game since
speak
I've been
now
so busy
or
working on the
forever hold your peace.
retrospective.
Right, okay.
I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation. But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other
Okay, hey
class's
Cal, since we're talking about RPGs, I
So now you know. And that leaves you all with an
don't know if you own
important
the
decision
game
to
on PC, but
Will you stick with Class
Special
7?
Edition,
Which one?
Jade Empire by
No,
Bioware,
I don't know. I don't have it.
usually $15. currently on sale right now for
If
3.
you opt out, you'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to
I'll definitely
otherwise.
look into that.
There's no pressure.
Cool.
Nobles will land in class 1 or 2. Commoners.
Yeah, you have plenty of time. It's on sale until.
It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
Sadly, the original Mass Effect isn't on sale.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
A noble sentiment.
Count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
Let's make it 3. Considering how far I came to attend this school, it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board, and our foreign exchange student too. Any more takers?
Allow me to take part as well. I was only able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
Sign me up too! I kinda feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
Yeah, now
And
it's
that's
only
a
2
yes
people,
from our 2
so I
oral
imagine
staff testers.
excluding
Though I
me, it
feel
must be
compelled to
Jerry that's
remind
walking.
Your weapons are still in the prototype stage, so on top
Hey,
of
but
your
look what I said,
other
you got 4
work,
or
I'll be
3
expecting
total
reports
views,
from
dude.
both of you.
Well, hey. It's a start.
No, definitely, yeah, good job.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Especially for someone who really even uses Switch to begin with. Because I think the only time like you, myself, and Jerry really use Switch is when we were live
I
on
was almost
doing
certain your
our
rebellious
E3
streak
coverage,
would see you
right?
opt out just on general principle.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to much.
Words to live by right there. And that brings us to an even 6.
I just need
Now,
to work out a
about you,
consistent
Fee?
schedule on my end when it comes to streaming.
Don't really care either way. You can
Because
choose.
that's the only way I'm gonna be able to, you know, garner an audience.
Not this
And
time.
not just for
This
me,
is
and
one
but for
call
all of
you're
us,
gonna have
too.
to make for yourself.
Absolutely.
That was the deal, remember?
Speaking of which, I'm very looking forward to get back into my playthrough of Witcher.
Fine, I'm in.
Which I gotta say, for the first time be streaming that game, I got for the first 3 tweets I did, I got an average around 200 to 250 impressions for each
Which
tweet.
leaves just the 2 of you. I can see you got issues
Oh,
with
we
each
got
other,
a
but that
magnet.
doesn't mean you can't at least
LG,
try
or-
to work together. Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the
It's
joys
not the fact
of
that the
youth,
director was
surely
also.
become the best of friends.
Like hell we will! The exploitation of the common people by the
In all
aristocracy
seriousness, that sounds
is
like
a
a movie.
blight on every facet of Erebonian life.
Yeah.
Unless something is done about it, this country has no future.
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Yusis Albarea, claim my place as a member of
You know,
Class
speaking of
7.
games, speaking of Japanese titles, I really assume servers of Graphic should be disconnected so soon.
Why? You're the son of a duke. Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. As far as the House of Albarea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor. That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this, no?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do. I'm in. Come hell or high water. You might have had your successes spoon-fed to you up to now, but no outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
We'll see about that.
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
Oh.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
Give a guy a break.
Poor Rain.
Well, how about that?
Seemed like you had a good time with talking with Alyssa there, but then memories come back at you, and still she gives you the cold shoulder because of that little mishap.
Yeah, but it's kind of getting ridiculous. I mean, it's just.
I know, but it doesn't last long.
I know, but still, it's just like still even having a scornful.
I hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
You know, just for being an upres, this actually looks good.
Well, I wasn't expecting Class 7
No, I mean, hell, it's
to turn
better
out
than
quite
what
as
friggin' Square Enix
diverse
did
as
on there
this.
and friggin' Type Zero HD.
Certainly promises
Yeah.
to be an interesting year.
That's kind of sad that Falcom can do a better job of uprising their
Oh, of course.
titles in PC than Square Enix could.
How do you mean?
Although, I'm still yearning for when Ys 8 finally gets its PC release after its tumultuous localization
I feel they have the
development it
potential
has
to
for the
light
PC.
How did that even happen to begin with? That's my
A
concern.
light that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over our nation.
The PC version was just about ready to go, along with the patch for the PS4 for its relocalization, but
Yeah.
but numerous bugs were found in the PC version right before release.
Wow.
Yeah, so they had to postpone the release of the PC version until they could actually get all those problems worked out.
Yeah, but to be fair, why did they say indefinitely? Like, indefinitely usually means it's...
Well, I would say indefinitely. They would say indefinitely because they're not exactly sure when they'll get it done. Because they want to be confident when they can actually get everything worked out and, you know, ready for a release on the PC.
Oh, true.
To announce a release date.
Yeah, true. I'm just saying, you know good about you know who announcement when it's done.
Yeah, it does. It does make it to where, you know, there's more to be desired about when is it finally going to come out and all that other stuff. But, you know, there's just some things we don't know within, you know, game development and, like, localization and all that.
Oh, true. True. So I guess that was the end of the prologue?
Yes. Once we finally get the option to save, then that's when we will end off this episode.
Okay.
So yeah, it just plays the intro again.
You see, that's weird. Like, why would they play the intro once but twice?
You know, I really don't know, but I actually kind of like when they actually do the intro after you just get started playing the game, because because it's like them saying, okay, now you are brought into the beginning of the game fully at this time.
True, but like, wouldn't it have been better if we were at the beginning, how it is right now, the intro itself?
I don't know.
I'm saying just for perspective, like, just in regards to, like, perspective, you know what I mean?
I know what you're talking about. Yep, that was the end of the prologue. So yeah, it's giving us that option to save, and as you can see, I did actually got an achievement
cool.
through Steam for going through the prologue there. So yeah, congratulations to me for getting that achievement live on this live stream. But anyway, I think that's gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and call it quits for tonight, guys. So Jeff, I definitely want to say thank you so much for joining me on the stream, as well as Fighter Kaus. if you were still watching, thank you for, which probably not, but if you are, thank you for joining on the stream part way through it. But Jeff, you want to give any plugs before I log off, or no?
Speaking of streaming, I'm going back live Tuesday to continue my stream for The Witcher 3 to Wall Hunt, and I'm going to be live again this Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST. Look forward to that, and I'm also going to be live this Friday, starting some money game streams too. So look forward to that as well. Both days will be live on 7 p.m. EST, and it's twitch.tv/60minutjeff. You can follow my updates, streams, and other things that I mean. My twitter.com/60minutjeff. That's it for me.
Okay. You can find me on youtube.com/RRPGReviews. I do, live streams on there, but it's mostly going to be for the console games going forward. But you'll be seeing me doing PC stuff here on Twitch. But, that may change, that I might just decide to stream from on Twitch from now on if things start to change. But anyway, be on the lookout for more stuff like reviews, 2 cents videos, retrospectives, which I am currently working on episode 9 of my Final Fantasy retrospective right now. I just got started with Final Fantasy Tactics not too long ago. And then after I get that done, I immediately go into Vagrant's story next. But this one's gonna be taking me some time to actually get together with capturing all the footage and get all the voiceovers done, and then I go into the post-production phase. So hopefully I can get this done before the end of this year, which I know I will get it done before the end of the year, but I don't have a concrete release date for it yet, but be on the lookout for more details when that comes to light. But anyway, you can also find me on facebook.com/RRPGReviews with my Facebook fan page on there, and also on Twitter, where my handle is @RRPGReviews. And you can find me posting on whatever social media site that I decide to post on, in case if I have any announcements or anything like that, coming from me. But anyway, if you like what you see, then be sure to follow me and follow my content here on Twitch. And thank you so much for watching, and be on the lookout for more content coming from me. Not only from Jeff on his end, but also from me in the future that you're not going to find anywhere else. So until the next time when I start to stream for you guys, I just want to say good night. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the flip side. This is Double RPG signing off, and you all enjoy the rest of your day and have a great night. Peace out.
Later.